everybody, welcome to QueueTimes! My name is Krug. I'm here with some of my friends. We're going to be playing Starfinder Dawn of Flame, and I'm going to try not to kill them, and we're going to try and see if they can level, because before the stream, everybody was telling me that they were level 7, but they're not. They're all level 1. So if they say that during the actual broadcast, they're lying. Don't listen to them. Why don't you start introducing yourselves?
Elder Zan never lies.
Elder Zan never lies, but Jonas does, and that's who I am. Jonas Newhouse, he, him, playing Elder Zan. Also he, him. Elder Zan is the captain of the ship. He has 4 arms because he's a Kasatha, and that's what they do. He's also a mystic, basically a space televangelist. One breath.
That was like the weirdest
One breath.
like mic drop ever. One breath.
Wait, you did forget one thing about your character. Elder Zan is level 7.
Yes, and level 7.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Of course, this is when my contact decides to go on.
It's okay, you don't need to cry.
I don't need to cry. Oh
No.
my god.
You can if you do need to, but...
Do we want to come back to you?
I'll do me next.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Morrigan the Third, being played by Katie. Oh wait, shoot. Sorry, my character.
Yes.
Clax. Oh no. Anthony. Who's that?
Boom Clap. Your character's name is Boom Clap.
Wow,
Boom Clap.
what a great name for a character.
Nice.
My character's name is Boom Clap, and I'm William. They, them, and Boom Clap is he, him. And I'm playing a Yusoki. It's a little mouse rat thing, and that's it.
Okay, I'm good now.
Operative pilot.
Alright, I'm Katie, she, her. I'm playing Morgan the Third, an android technomancy engineer. And William here is my bestie that lets me help me understand feelings.
That was very depressing.
And also in the game,
Right,
Boom Clap is Morrigan's bestie.
right.
And don't forget what your level is.
Level 7.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All level 1.
No, don't worry. No, don't worry. I'm starting this session at level 6, but after I say my first sentence, I'll be level 7.
Excuse me while I go find some CR7 monsters to replace them. Let's see who's
right.
level what.
Okay.
With our bad aim.
I'm Alex. He, him. Playing Soren. He, him. Antennas. The medical officer on the ship. Sometimes. And I might save you if you ask nicely, but not Elder Zan ever. So.
Fair.
Nobody likes Elder Zan.
We really like to kill him.
I am Indigo. I am he, him. I am playing Klaxar, they, them, the mechanic engineer. I can never remember which one is which at the time.
Yes.
So it's
Same.
one of those. And everyone was lying. We're not level 7. We're level 8. Great, go for it.
Not that level either. Hey, if you haven't watched the first parts of this, they're over on our YouTube channel, which is QueueTimes Main. YouTube.com/QueueTimes Main. That's where you'll find a playlist of all the previous things and a bunch of other stuff that we do. They're all super cool. You should go watch all of them from
Right now.
beginning to end. I think we only have like 630 something videos. So go ahead and just watch all those for us.
But we have 1,800 subscribers.
But we will have 18,000 subscribers soon. Tomorrow.
3,000 by the end of the year.
Guaranteed.
8,000 by the end of 2020.
Share with your friends.
That's where I'm at.
And if those aren't true, we're just gonna delete it.
Ride
No.
with your parties.
We can bleep this part out, right?
Can we bleep
you do
live?
like you do on the Game Gorgon?
Yeah,
When it goes beep.
I thought that was usually cussing.
It was cussing.
Okay.
No, I mean that color bar screen where it goes beep.
Oh.
We can't do that. We can pretend.
Beep.
Wow, it's like I'm on Game Gorgon. You can watch Game Gorgon over at youtube.com/QueueTimesMain.
If you haven't been watching, a quick recap for y'all. The players went to Far Portal Station, which is a station set up to study the Far Portal, which is a portal between this
Did anyone else
plane.
hear fart portal?
No, I didn't.
It's not the Fart Portal.
I did now.
It is a portal that hasn't been active, and as the players arrived on their mission to deliver some researchers there, the portal did activate, and out came a ship, and the ship was running away from a giant fire whale, and the giant fire whale was like, "Urgh," and the players were like, "Oh no," and the station was like, "Help the ship," and the players like, "All right," and so the players got into their ship, and then they drove, that's right, I used the word drove, out to the fire whale, and then they fought it for a bit and won, and then they docked with the ship that was running away from it.
Come on!
Really, everyone? Come on.
And now they're haunted.
It only means one thing now.
It's space. We have to be able to use that word.
Look,
I can barely keep it together when you said a shit came out the fart.
I didn't say that. I said a ship came out the far portal.
No, but now I hear what they said.
Do you see what I'm dealing with? Do you see what I'm dealing with?
Level 9.
No. The players are on a map that I can show you.
The players are on a fucking high right now.
The players had just, I think, come out of the med bay. Is that right? Or have you not gone into
we were
the med
just
bay?
We opened what is said to be A6. We don't know it's a med bay yet.
Oh shit, my bad.
I thought it was obvious that it was a med.
Shh.
I mean, you're technically not supposed to be able to see it. Until you
We opened the door and we ended the session.
Listen to you open the door. The description is, this room is an infirmary with rows of beds, a surgical table, and transplant cabinets full of medical equipment and supplies stowed in shelving that holds it in place.
I searched the
so
room.
what is it?
Are we there? Are we doing it? Are we playing?
Yeah, we're
I
playing.
searched the room.
We're playing the game.
I wasn't sure because we like did a bit in from the recap into playing. So
Yeah, I know. It was really smooth until you brought it up.
It wasn't smooth. I got nervous that I was getting too excited. How do you search in this game? Perception?
Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you tell me what your perception check is?
23.
Great.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
I don't even.
Maybe Elder Zen is good at something.
Perception.
The medical supplies are well organized, and searching through them reveals 4 Mark 1 serums of healing, 5
One for each hand.
5 med patches,
1 for each finger on each hand.
a basic med kit,
1 for the only Elder's hand there is.
and a dose of tier 1 stimulant.
Let me write that down now.
Now, is that a 2 of tier 1 stimulant or
A dose. Oh, no. 1 dosage.
Okay, gotcha.
Dear.
Is that what Dos Equis is? A dosage Equis?
Not 2x.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's clever, but no.
I'm just lost.
Yes.
It's
Not
the,
clever
it's the
and
iPad.
yes.
It's the iPad.
It's the iPad.
It's
It's
depth.
half vision.
It's depth perception and humor.
Yeah, half vision, half
Depth
intelligence score.
perception and also depth perception.
No, oh, God.
Krug, I'm so sorry. Can I get that one more time?
You
so I write it
can.
down?
I was waiting for you to ask me again because I knew you weren't
Always.
writing it.
Yeah.
4 Mark 1 serums of healing.
1 for each hand.
5 med patches.
1 for each finger.
I hear you furiously typing. It's very entertaining. A basic med kit.
1 for the one and only Zen.
No. And 1 dosage of tier 1 stimulant.
I'm not gonna.
Can somebody grab the armory? Because I don't actually know the tier 1 stimulant.
I can look it up while you.
Oh,
while you
yeah.
keep
That'd be
going.
great if you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mind.
Is it cocaine?
Y'all want some cocaine?
And
Space.
one
cocaine.
last thing that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
You rolled a 16, right?
23.
23? Never mind. A reversible prosthetic arm.
Oh.
I'm just gonna.
That's literally what I was looking for.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. A prosthetic arm, because of the nature of its manufacturing, cannot be added to a body. It has to replace a limb. I swear that's written in the rules. I promise you.
Tear it off. No, I'm
You can. No, like legitimately, there are like
I know I could.
surgeries to.
But my arms are perfect. I just need more of them.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm
He
sorry.
just wants to be even more handsome.
Yeah.
So all the things I found before that, I was like pocketing and like not trying to draw attention to the fact that I even have them. But the prosthetic arm, everyone can see Zan just like holding it in 3 of his hands, just like staring at it longingly, realizing he can't just attach it and keep his 4 arms as they are. So he'll probably be thinking
Poor
about
baby.
that for a minute.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I feel so bad.
He sucks.
I mean, we have someone here who literally has a missing arm. If it's an upgrade from their current,
It's a good point.
True.
He probably has to like rock paper scissor it
But
from.
yeah,
It
y'all
also
can
depends on who it's sized for.
work that out amongst
This
yourselves.
rat with.
That's very It's probably way too big. You're a small creature.
I'm sorry, Krug.
Yes.
Are you sure stimulants is in the armory and not in the core rulebook?
Because
I'm in the index and I don't see stimulants.
It says dose of tier 1 stimulant armory 133.
Oh, 133. Okay.
Yeah. Did I not say that out loud? That very useful
I
piece of
think you
information.
did.
No,
That-
I
no,
don't.
I don't. Not the
You just
133.
asked
I'm
for
very
the
certain I
armory.
did.
Yeah, you asked for the armory.
Because I was planning on doing it myself.
I was like 133. That's very specific. You wouldn't even use the index.
So you search through the rest of the med bay and you find like tons of other stuff, but it's not inherently useful. Like,
How about valuable?
not in roll intelligence. How about that? Just give me an
Intelligent. My brain is bad.
I know.
I believe that is a 3.
You don't even know if these things are medicinal in nature.
Cool.
You
I'm
have
not
no
even
idea if they're
interested
valuable.
in them,
Yeah, you
honestly.
don't know.
Cool.
Did we see him like tuck all this stuff away?
I would
The
prefer not,
patches
but I can
and
roll
the
for
kits?
that.
You can- yeah,
Are you
if
trying to
want.
stealth it?
I think so.
If you're
yeah.
trying to
Alright,
stealth
well,
it, then you got to roll,
Well,
buddy.
it's like,
I'll roll perception. I want to know.
Oh, well, you don't see shit.
Nope.
oh great, the DC is 10.
Oh God, I crit
Oh,
missed.
I saw it.
I
Cool.
got 16.
I crit missed.
I was just
60?
also
What?
in that one.
Okay.
Okay, that makes so
I
much
saw
more
it.
sense. I don't know why I thought.
So the two of you,
Yeah.
the Morgan and Klaxar both saw it, and
Cool.
that's it.
In your head.
Yes. I think Zan actually says out loud and turns to you. Yes.
I imagine that's probably a very
Mhm.
common thing. Are you going to divvy that out, or are you
Perhaps I gotta see. I gotta check the books. You know.
check the books? Oh, so you're getting it, so you know exactly how much back pay you owe us.
Oh, I'm just back pay. No. No. I'm
I'm pretty sure you have yet to pay any of us for one, repairing your ship, 2,
Mhm.
going into all of this with
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
So clearly,
Well, yes.
It sounds
when
like
we get paid, I'm sure you will all be getting a cut of that. I will need
I
to
mean-
refer to the books and see what.
I mean, I can
percentage as we
easily
agree
take
upon
all
on
the
hiring.
parts out of the ship that I repaired if that works for you.
Wouldn't do that.
I mean, I would,
Klaxar, you
because this
wouldn't
ship
do that.
looks pretty
I would.
abandoned.
Yeah, Morrigan the Third. You would do no such thing.
Why would
Speaking of back pay, have any of us been keeping track? Like, are any of us the group's accountant?
No, I just use it as leverage specifically for
okay.
Elder Zan whenever I feel like he's
Mhm.
being shady. By the way, when I said that, I said it out loud. So even though none of you, or the two of you, never physically saw it, you definitely heard me
Mhm.
mention that he's doing that.
Things.
Yeah. Yes. There looks to be some looks like some med kits.
Oh, do you need me to read it again?
No. I'm
Okay.
So yeah, Zan will pull out the med kit and be like, actually, you should probably have this anyway, and hand it to the science officer.
I'll just take it and put it away.
Cool.
I'm not even gonna look at it.
Oh, just
I'm just gonna
one?
put it away.
Well, we only had one of those,
That-
and
I'm
and
pretty sure-
I
hold
found
on,
some medical patches as well.
I believe there's 5 of
he
us.
pulls
and
out 4 med patches,
Yeah.
one in each hand, and says, I would hate for any harm to befall my crew, but if it does, you should each have one of these to be prepared for.
I'll take one.
A med patch, whatever that is.
So a stimulant,
It's a Band-Aid.
by the way,
Mhm.
it is an item, tier 1. You roll 1d4, and you are no longer deals with the effects of fatigue or exhaustion for that amount of time. That's all it
Okay.
does. So it basically is a shot of B12.
Yeah. A Monster Energy drink. Hashtag not sponsored.
So, but the tier 1's only 1d4 rounds, and it goes up from that. But yeah, so it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it looks like we've cleared this out. Maybe we should continue on, everyone. Yes.
Yeah, Caesar, I think we should get out of this ship as soon as possible because every single room that we go into, there is something on fire, and it attacks us, and it does not listen when Soren does
It laughs at
the
us.
talking, and it says, no, I do not believe you, and also you cannot have more wishes, and that's a shame. It's a dirty shame.
You want more wishes, Boom Clap?
I want at least one wish. I just wanted one wish to be fulfilled.
Boom Clap.
It is
you
very
asked-
mean-spirited.
You were asking the wrong one, Boom Clap. What do you wish for?
I feel like this is not a wish you can hear.
Boom Clap. You don't need to keep anything from me. You can tell me anything. What do you wish?
I
this
think-
one I think you should not hear.
I think directly to Boom Clap, and I say, you can tell me.
Hold on. I'm gonna use a spell. Called
Oh, shit.
Detect
You can
Thoughts.
Is
detect
it a
thoughts.
cantrip or is it
Oh, no.
It is a level 1 spell.
He is
Please
wasting
burn your spell
resources.
slot on me,
He is
please.
wasting resources.
I mean, it's session 3 and I have not cast a spell, so like,
Sounds like a you problem.
so I want to,
Oh, jeez.
Maybe if you
make
got-
a will save.
We're all gonna
Oh
die.
no.
It's gonna happen to us.
Look, now the campaign's on autopilot. They're all going to kill each other. They can talk about the DCs amongst themselves. I'm just going to bounce.
Oh, okay.
What's my DC?
Go get yourself some popcorn.
Yeah.
8?
I don't know what my DC is, but it's
It's
higher than mine.
10.
What are you wishing for?
I tell you exactly.
It just okay. Let me tell you.
You
So
hear my surface thoughts and shit?
Yeah.
I hear the surface thoughts for the first round. I detect the presence or absence of thoughts. Oh, that's okay.
So you have to concentrate on
Hold
the spell.
on. Yeah. Okay. So for the first 6 seconds, I know that you're thinking. 6 seconds later,
I know that you're thinking.
I know. Oh, I know how many people are thinking in a 60-foot cone. And then after 18 seconds, I can read the surface thoughts of any mind in the area. That would be you, boom clap. And actually, I would probably want to check everybody so
I was
everyone else
gonna- do we
can
all
make a
make
will
will
save as
saves?
well. I think like look at all of you suspiciously.
Oh, God. We're all about
God.
to be found out.
No, here's what's going on.
4.
We're all about to kill Elder Zan. What's gonna happen?
What is it supposed to be added to?
There will save.
I don't know where's my DC.
Okay, I have a 12.
I have a 12.
What's my
I think
DC?
your DC for a first level
What-
spell is probably at least like 14.
Well, yeah, I was
It's
gonna say.
it's your modifier.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, it
plus
is
spell
14.
level
So
plus-
fail.
Oh yeah, super
we all
fail.
failed.
Okay, cool.
I
so,
failed by 10. If this was
Wow.
Pathfinder second edition, it would have been crit.
So yeah, I
This is the most successful action that has been taken on the entire run so far.
And it's been against his
And
crit.
it's been against the other players.
Very on brand.
Yeah, right?
So yeah, I just get your surface thoughts.
Can we hear? Okay, mine. Can we hear the fuck up?
I just mental shrug. I'm just kind of blanking out.
We're aware that he's casting this spell?
No.
I don't think
okay.
so.
Does it have a what? Is it a spell or is it a spell like ability?
This is a spell.
Okay, it's a
So it
spell.
has
Okay, so look at the
components.
components in the
Um,
SNV.
it's not on this thing I'm looking at least.
Okay.
Hold on. There's none of that.
Well, what is Morgan and Boomclap thinking?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what.
Wishes. I was just wondering why people would wish for things, I guess.
Cool.
I don't understand why they would wish for things that probably can't happen.
Yeah, and then my immediate surface thought is, don't say, I wish you would be thrown into the sun.
Cool. So that was after Elder Zan was like, no, you can tell me anything.
Mhm.
I think. I think he had come over and just like put like a reassuring hand on your shoulder, and then a second and a third reassuring hand on your shoulder, all on the same shoulder. And he says, "Well, listen, Boomclap. If ever you change your mind and want to talk, I'd be happy to listen, and I'd be happy to help any way that I can." And he smiles and he turns and leaves the room.
The surface thought continues, and my surface thought, God, that's creepy.
And I think he looks and like locks eyes with you for a second right after you think that, and then he turns and walks away.
Cool.
And now I'll leave the room.
I follow because I want to go.
I'll follow as well.
All right, so we're back into A5, correct? Is like, it was like banging on the wall of something, right?
Yeah, so the
I was trying to get into A12
the
or A13.
it was trying to get into
A5.
A17's doors and A13's doors.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go to A17, and I go to the door and I get my gun ready, and I look at everyone like we normally do before we go into the room.
I
Look
hold
all
up two
badass and then
hands.
miss everything, right?
Huh?
I hold up two hands like this stop thing. It's two
Yeah.
two hands on the door.
Dabbing?
But no. Oh my god, he could anyway. Okay. So before Detect Thoughts expires, I want to turn it to because it can penetrate barriers.
Giggity.
So I would like to detect thoughts through this wall. And first, I want to know if there are any.
Do you know if it fails?
I think so. Well, yeah, because I detect the presence or absence of thoughts from conscious creatures that have intelligence scores of at least 1. So I know if
Yeah,
there's
but
any.
if there's something on the other side, it makes its own save.
Right.
So if it's
Probably not.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna say this because I don't know how the spell works. You understand that the spell can't penetrate that wall.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Cool. Then I will expel it and be ready.
Okay, I hit the button.
Nothing happens.
I
Hit the button.
Nothing happens. It's clearly locked.
Does this look like a lock that I could fix? I could.
You could, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Give an engineering check.
Engineering. I can do those.
You can do those.
Does a 28 succeed?
You understand intimately the way the lock works, but you also understand that it's complex. Like, you know that whatever's behind this is very important. And while you think that it's possible for you to make this open, you can't right now see how.
Okay. There's got to be a key. We need to get in here.
So, yes. So wait.
You can also, sorry, one more thing. You also realize that if you just shut down the ship's power, this door is gonna open. This lock is like, it needs power to stay locked. If the ship loses power, it's going to not be able to. You can
Including
just push the doors
emergency?
open.
Because that's what the ship's on right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's drinking a lot of emergency.
But if there's no power, wouldn't it fall to the bottom of space? It's floating right now.
Yeah, but the problem is we don't have any means of, like, if we would I know if we shut the power completely off whether there would be life systems still available?
You rolled a bunch of stuff on because you were trying to repair.
Oh,
the
yeah.
You could probably let me see really quick. Doo-ba-doo-doo. You could probably shut down like localized power to this one section of the ship.
All right, so what would you guys like to do? Do we want to continue going around this place, or should I go and try to shut power directly off to this door?
I think you should do that.
Everything else is opened up, so obviously there's something of some kind of value.
And this security is very, very strong. So
We could also, some of us could keep searching while you go and do that. Double up on time. Split the party.
Here,
Yes, Elder Zan, I think
go by
you should
yourself.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, Elder Zan.
You've got the best.
You know
aim.
what?
You've got the best
Yeah,
eye for treasure.
Of
And
course.
you-
You'll be
and
able to
of
snip out
course-
the nicest pieces.
Also, you were the one who has killed almost everything that is on the ship.
Yeah.
We would be
Yes.
nothing without you.
We would feel
I would
much
like
more
one of you
comfortable.
with me. Boom clap, of course.
I don't even have a mouth, but you can tell I'm retching.
I also want to point out that the doors have been slightly damaged.
Sure.
They're getting beaten up on. You also, if you try hard enough, might be able to just break them.
I don't know. That big thing was hitting this pretty hard. I think I can go and kill the power and do this, but it's up to you. If I'm giving it up to the group, I should say, whether or not we kill power or try to search the rest of this place. I feel like there's probably something important behind this, or one, this lava creature wouldn't be.
So we've decided possibly to kill the power, and it's going to open up all the doors in the ship.
It would kill
Localize it.
power to all of the doors, which would mean that they could manually be opened.
Okay, so they won't just automatically open on their own.
But we can localize
Okay,
it,
because
right?
I don't want that to happen because that means a shit ton. of
So
things
couldn't it
will
just be like just the doors to this one?
That's what you think.
Sure, yeah, I can shut specifically this door power off.
So I suppose,
Please.
yeah, let's do
And
that.
boom clap, of course, you will accompany me into the next room to find more treasure.
Oh, he gave me
Oh,
a
so we are in fact doing.
I start walking back by myself.
Yes, let's
Cool.
move.
You don't run into anything that you weren't expecting. Make another engineering check.
Okay. Not as high. A 27.
The lights in the room that you're in darken for a moment. And you can't. I mean, if you have dark vision, you can see, but you can tell that it's pitch black, and then come back maybe a minute later.
Cool.
And you know that you successfully turned off the power in that room and then restored it again.
To that room or to that door?
The room, which includes the doors.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why. Sorry, when I meant localized, I meant like localized to A5, not localized to that one door.
Sure.
Cool.
All right. So then, if I know what the controls are, I cut the power completely, and go and walk back.
Cool.
Because it's shutting the power, walking back, opening the doors. Because once power's back on, the doors relatch, or just cutting it in general and turning it back on worked. Or check the door.
I'll check the door. Sure. Wait, why
Why are you rolling?
Why?
I checked the door.
Yeah. What do you? The door is not locked. It's
Okay,
open.
so
You
I
can
can-
like wiggle it with your hands.
Okay, cool. I will do that a little bit, and then I'll leave it. And I'll just think, yes.
Okay, I run back.
Cool.
And I go to the door. I put my hand on one side of the door, and I look at you, implying for you to put your hand on
Three hands on the other side.
And I hold my gun up,
I have
and
my rifle ready, my pistols, whatever
Roll
I
the
have.
pistol.
I have a hand like this,
My auto pistol.
and then it goes like this.
and we open.
Do you want to put yourselves in really quick?
Now this is you, Elderzan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be.
We're missing one.
I only had.
Katie.
Oh, I wasn't even there.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
great. Well, you guys.
Well,
I pulled all the characters
Here,
over there.
let's
Here, I'll be
just-
the big dragon.
No.
I'll be the dragon.
I'm gonna keep going while
Yep.
one of you looks for that.
I'm okay with the big dragon.
Oh, are you all looking for
It's
it?
too big.
No, keep
No,
going.
it's alright. We'll look
So-
at it on camera.
The Starship Bridge extends like a curved, multi-tiered
Yeah.
balcony.
I'm here.
Hold on, I want to
I
show.
think that's good. That's about right.
We found a great replacement
Morgan the third
token
enters
for
the room
Morgan.
first.
It's
Glorious.
an ancient blue dragon.
Yep.
Um,
the
so
Morgan the first.
the campaign's basically over because this is for level 3.
Sorry, that's level 10.
We were trying to tell you we were level 8.
You're not. It's not. The Starship Bridge extends like a curved, multi-tiered balcony. Its outer walls and ceiling formed of a clear composite with holographic overlays that crowd the dark of space with instrument readouts and blinking damage reports. Workstations line the balcony's curved outer edge, and the raised platform near the door, some of them clearly damaged by electrical fires. Ash and debris from a small pile in front of the Ash and debris form a small pile in front of the central pilot station.
Get me camera ready. I have to be towards the front.
Oh, that poor bastard.
Cool.
Oh, Zan's gonna hide behind me now.
So basically, it's what you would expect a bridge to look like, and there's a pile of like ash and debris about me.
But nothing moving in the room, right? Just blinking lights.
You see nothing moving in the room.
Ash and debris. Okay.
I take a step into the room and kind of do another brief perception
Yeah,
check.
I'll do a perception of the room.
17.
11.
8.
I'll do a
Let's see
perception check, even though mine
here.
sucks.
Alex, your dice have been cursed on this day.
15.
Sorry.
Just means I have to switch to
I
another
suppose
D20.
a boom clap will also do a perception check, as to not be left out.
14.
Anybody who rolled over a 10 perception notices
What about 19?
that is above 10. Good job. Even with half an eye, you still can do simple mathematics.
Half of an eye.
Half of an eye.
Yeah.
Half of your eyes. You only have half eye power available.
Okay. We got there.
Perception check. If you rolled above a 10, you notice a blinking light on the ship's console that indicates an emergency message left in the captain's log.
Captain things. I walk up,
You're gonna
and I
activate
will poke the glowing light.
it. And also the other thing, the perception check. You notice that the pile of ash, like you see it, but you don't understand what it is or like why it exists.
I mean, I would like to go, while he does the captain's logs, I would definitely like to examine the ashes.
Sure. You could do life science, mysticism, something like that.
Well,
if you're trying to identify the remains.
I'm definitely going to do life science because
Remains, you say?
I can use
Yeah,
my
I was like, I was
computer
trying to
skills to do that.
Wow. Fair enough. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to read the message that Jonas played. This is playing so that all of you can hear it. A hologram sputters into existence in the middle of the room, showing a copper-skinned humanoid man with short, dark horns and slightly luminous, flame-red hair that turns blonde towards the roots. He's in his mid-30s, perhaps, with a collar of black metal around his neck. Several wounds bleed through his similarly dark armor. He wavers on his feet as if woozy, and the recording dissolves into scattered motes of light before cohering again. "My name is Tash," he says. "I was on Noma. The message dissolves, forming again as he says, "Seize the burning mother. I was among them, but..." The recording stutters and jerks forward. "Kahim can't be..." Suddenly the man stumbles as if struck. He opens his mouth to continue, but the collar around his neck flares with a red light. He looks down towards it, and then he gazes straight ahead, eyes tired and resigned. Forgive, he whispers as a cloud of silver erupts from the collar and flows across his body. It consumes everything it touches, starting with his head, reducing him to dust. The recording ends.
You all want your back pay. I want that collar.
Which
Make a perception check.
I think
Did you already make
you're
it?
about to find.
When we walked in, yeah, and it was 11, like I rolled just now.
The collar's still on the ground.
In the ashes that I'm currently going through. With my life science, it is a total of 32.
I think he
The
does.
ash is the disintegrated remains
of Google.
of a biological creature.
Probably the one in the hologram. Could we?
Yes.
That's
Survive.
cool. I would like to. I can see this collar in the pile of ash that
You can.
Clock started looking at. I would like to do my 0 level spell, token spell, and slowly, like I can lift things of. I think it's 5
Pounds,
Pounds
probably.
or
It's
less?
bulk light, so you...
bulk light. Yeah. So I lift it
Mm-hmm.
and I bring it over towards me,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see if I can figure out exactly what it does and how to use it.
Okay.
Of course, I could ask one of my crew, but I feel like I might need to know this myself.
Cool.
I think the clock sirens say, I feel like this is something very dangerous that he shouldn't have.
Would culture
Or
work?
it should be around his neck.
Yeah,
That
I'm
works.
okay with that.
I'll roll it and then. Okay, so could I use culture for this? Do you think? Or
No.
Okay, mysticism.
Engineering.
And engineering.
Yeah.
Okay.
-1.
So 16.
You have no fucking idea what this collar is, what it's made of, what powers it. You've absolutely no information about it whatsoever.
He still wants it even more.
What if I did
So
sense motive?
Aldezan, what is it?
Can we like somehow lie to him and tell him that he should totally like convince him to put it on? Is there a way for us to do that? Like he knows nothing about it, so we could just.
Yeah, but we don't know that he knows.
Well,
that.
yeah, but we
Yeah.
also saw it eat a guy.
You know
So-
nothing, Aldezan.
Which is
Sorry.
why we want.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I
what
didn't
was
say
that?
Well, right,
that
but
was,
he
that
also
was
saw
my
that
group of
too.
The episode where I say something in character, but it's not
Okay,
actually
gotcha. Okay, what did you
We
actually
got it out
say?
of the way. I just said, well, what does it do, Aldezan? Inform us, tell us, what is
Well,
what is
it's,
this thing? What does it do?
It's I will tell you. It is. It's a controlling necklace. It is meant to enforce obedience on the wearer. It seems the last wearer did not do as he was told to. So, it's a very dangerous weapon. I'll make sure that it doesn't do any harm. And he pockets the necklace.
I could probably disable it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have no route to make that look like a bad idea. I have described this as dangerous. It could be worth more active.
Yeah, but do we really want a slave collar out in the existence?
I mean, how much would it be worth?
But Aldezan, the last two planets ago when we freed all of those people, and you preached on the mountaintop
Yes.
to them. I mean, like all
Mhm.
you were just up there preaching about how much enslaving people is wrong, and
Yes.
people should have the free will.
Absolutely.
At the
It's
same
important to hear me
time,
say that.
I can disable it so it doesn't get used upon us in any sort of bad situation, and re-enable it when we want to sell it.
I want to just roll a sense motive to see if you're planning to use it on me at any point. But I Jonas love it. 20 total.
So I'm not lying. So what would
Right.
you like me to roll?
You don't have to roll
if you're-
anything.
yeah, if you're being
So
genuine, that's what it
my response
Mhm.
is genuine. Like I don't prefer. Like you're trying to determine whether I'd use it on you,
Yeah.
which is no.
Cool.
I more than likely my response is to disable it and permanently disable it
Cool.
because
So, cool.
while I enjoy studying cultures, again my backstory is the fact that I don't like
Consent is important.
yeah. So
Important life
Elder
lesson.
Zan-
Brought to you by
Elder
QueueTimes.
That's not a bad idea. If you can temporarily disable it, I think that would be preferable.
Yeah, I
You
just
need
need
to
to
sell it to the right.
yeah,
people,
I
but
just need to
please
see it first.
See what you can do. I will keep one hand.
Engineering check.
Yes, please.
19.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I'm not sure how to disable it, or not sure what it is.
You're not even sure if it's enabled now. You don't know the first
Just
thing about it.
pretend like you did something so we can get him off.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm. You know what? Maybe inside of my engineering bay, I might be able to do it on the ship. But as of right now, I
with
can't.
all of my resources, it's really much.
Sure. With my toolkit, yeah.
Well, thank you
but
for
yeah,
trying.
Well, go ahead. And then I immediately just like side eye everyone and be like, "Cool, watch him."
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna remind you. You can just take a 20 if you want.
And then
No, I know.
Put my hand up against my neck. I'm like,
Your head might slip through it, so.
I'm not liking it because I know where that probably came from. It came from being enslaved. So
It's funny because it's like I love this not metagaming we're doing on this thing that nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all of you.
Well, we know. We
all
kind of
you
assumed.
understand that silver stuff came out of it and ate a dude.
Yeah, I mean
That's the extent with but you don't know how much it's worth. You don't know how difficult
We
it
don't
is
know if
to.
it is an obedience collar, is what I mean.
You don't know if it's designed for obedience or if it's like a trap or something that like
Or
was
something.
sprung on
Yeah.
that person. Yeah,
something.
you don't know very much.
I would like to go to the control panel and see if I am able to kind of get the ship up and running, because I remember at the power station, or the power core. Sorry, I knew that the only way to really get it up and running was at a different location.
Right.
So I want to see if this is the location to do that. Engineering or computers?
Engineering, please.
A 21.
Sweet. That's actually exactly the DC. So
I rolled a 10.
You go up to the captain's terminal and you start like fiddling with it and you go, oh, okay. And then you go up to the one that you now know is the engineering terminal and you start playing and you're like, oh, cool, I have root. Like, this is great. I'm going to keep going and like try to, yep. All right. I have one engine working. You have one engine working. You think that is enough to get you back at the very least to Far Portal Station, which is where you need to bring the ship eventually anyways.
Can I get...
And you also have like steering control and
Yeah.
stuff.
Is there a security system or camera system on the ship? I basically just want to make sure that there isn't anything else moving around on the ship before I,
That's a good idea.
fly it.
Sure.
caught off unawares.
Like, all right, guys, I'll fly this back. You head back. And...
Or chest burster.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an actual thing, but I'm going to say
You're the
it
GM,
is
do what you
because
want.
I am the GM and I can do whatever I want. Roll a. Is there a hold on?
Computers?
No? Yeah. Is that what you use for science when the science officer
computers,
scans a
11.
ship? You can just do that and scan internally if you want to.
30.
Jesus.
You rolled a 19.
I rolled a 16. Computers is a 14.
Oh,
Mine's an
engineering is
11.
11. Okay.
In. Oh my goodness! Alexa, you piece of shoot.
Sorry for anyone at home whose A name just got turned on.
Oh yeah, huh? I'm sorry.
Then you're supposed to say a name, buy me some tacos.
You just did it.
No, I said a name.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Unless someone renamed their.
You can't.
You can't. You can only pick from 3, which is annoying.
Oh, really?
One of the 3. Just kidding.
this one, and this one. There is one more being on board. They are
It's my son, isn't it?
a soldier by the looks of what you can tell they have on them, which is, let's see here.
I don't care what they have on them. I'm more concerned. If
They have
they're-
an auto-target rifle. They have some sort of melee weapon that you can't recognize. A little bit of armor on them, but not too much.
Do I know where?
Yeah, they are in A14.
I pull it. Is it like a computer monitor, or is it just like a life scan that just
No,
like
you
reads it out?
You have data. You don't have an image.
Okay.
Because there's no...
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So
There are no pictures in space.
in space where no one can see it.
All your secrets remain secret.
Yeah. So I go. There's one other alive in here, unknown if it's hostile or not.
Okay.
Then I think that.
Boom, clap, and I will go.
Do we know where it is?
I think we should all go.
Do
All of us.
Yes, we do.
What if I start piloting the ship back and you all take care of it. So the last times that we've been doing anything, I just do some tumbling and I miss. That's what
I mean, I would agree with you, but the fact is that our ship is also connected to this, so we're gonna need
it's two people to fly the ships. Yes.
Yes.
I will
Also-
fly one ship. You will fly the other. Let's go take care of this motherfucker.
Also,
Well, again,
Why
we
don't
don't.
we let Elder Zan pilot his own ship?
I would be happy to.
I kind of like that ship.
I know, but this one's shiny.
Shiny and new with a few scorch marks.
Was this one called the Mother Flame or something? Is it? Is it
Here's the thing: is it hasn't been licensed within our quadrant, so we can license its name as whatever we would like.
Oh dear.
This is a good point. We can have a new Zen movie.
No.
Are we talking just in your head? In your head? Is it just me and you?
This
I
session
think-
could never be a TV series because it would just be awkward silence the whole time, and all this like telepathic communication.
Oh, it's just nothing but like mime expression to each other.
Tell me you wouldn't love a series where there's like a lot of action stuff going on, and also sometimes it's just like, and you're hearing everything.
It's not like voiceover dialogue. Yeah.
But the
Like
cuts,
Mystery
the camera
Science
cuts are
Theater.
still as though they were actually.
And they're
Yeah.
super dramatic based off of the conversation, just like
It's basically, that's how you should do like a comic book movie or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
They should just be still and you should pop up bubbles.
So I think we should go, all
Yeah.
of us,
Mhm.
and figure out if it's hostile or not, and then let's split up after we've dealt with that. And
Since Elder Zan's been hitting every mark, shouldn't we let him go?
I would be happy. I would be
first?
happy to lead the way on this one.
I telepathically link specifically to Morgan. I say, if it's a non-hostile thing, do you really want Elder Zan to be the first person it talks to?
I was just thinking because he hasn't missed yet.
I gotcha. In the back.
Also, I will say this: Elder Zan is the most charismatic of us, I think. Like,
Yeah, yes,
So but
it's-
not that you should trust him.
The-
but,
it's-
How you're charismatic.
I know.
That's the thing is it's less the fact that you're a charismatic person and more the fact that you're just like
Scar from the light.
Yeah, and they trusted him.
Jim Jones. Just saying, all of them match. You know.
We're gonna get demonetized just for that.
I mean, I think out of all of the people, Jim Jones and Elder Zan are closest
Yeah,
together.
yeah, that's pretty good.
You think we got demonetized when I said a shit came out the fart?
I don't remember you
Got
saying that. What are you
donkey.
talking about?
So I would like to go to the door of A13 first. Prepare the same kind of stance.
Is
We-
there a door
we-
from 17? Or
No, we have to go out to
No.
A5 and then into A13. So
Yep.
in
I will lead the
A5,
way in all of this.
So-
I think we should do the same thing where you're on the other side of the door, I'm on one side of the door with the button, and we kind of go. Right? That makes sense?
All right, so you're going to A13 first, right?
Correct.
Okay. You know that there's nothing in there.
Yes, I know, but
Oh, okay.
I know from
Or
when
no people in there.
I knew that when I was in A17 that there was no one in there, but since I have moved to A5 and then have gone to the door,
Right,
does
okay, okay.
not mean
Fair
that
enough.
whoever was in
Yep.
A14 did not move.
Fair enough.
Cool. And
Gonna-
button. Perception. 13.
This.
Oh, I should do the same.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
13.
17.
Ah, 20!
Nice.
Hey. 20.
18.
And it's only
Oh.
a 20 because I have 0 perception.
The ceiling of this room rises in two almond-shaped domes. They're crystal emblazoned with a slowly shifting holographic fresco of Ifrit warriors. I don't know what a fresco is.
It's
a drink.
It's a mural. No.
That's fresca.
Yeah, no. A fresco is it's basically a mural on a wall.
Oh, okay. I've never heard the word, but that's
Could have
interesting.
just said it
Oh, wait.
wrong.
Take some art history classes.
A fresco of Ifrit warriors in gleaming power armor. One wall holds a couple shallow alcoves with charging hookups, while the other is lined with clear-fronted lockers holding a variety of armaments. Two airlocks cover most of the forward wall. And then you
If,
had a 20 on your perception. In A14, you hear somebody rifling through stuff, like papers being
Yeah, they're
flung.
going.
And like
Papers or
and
not stuff, clanky
things
stuff.
being jiggled and like
So it sounds like
drawers.
someone's rummaging through.
It
the
sounds like ferocious rummaging.
Oh, it sounds like someone is hostilely tossing that room, searching for something right now.
You say that?
Mm-hmm.
I go, do we want to give them notice that we're coming in,
I
or
don't think so. I
But we don't know for sure if they are hostile, so...
that's why I'm saying if we go
But
and
they're
knock on the door
ferocious,
first.
Like they're on the look for something.
But sometimes
I'm not.
when I see some cheese, I get pretty ferocious myself, and I
But
wouldn't
that makes-
say that I'm necessarily a hostile.
And let's be honest
If
here.
we took the cheese from you, would you be?
I'd kill you.
And let's be honest here. If you know, and then I kind of go silent and then go to the group chat away from Elder Zan and say,
The mutant chat.
if we left Elder Zan alone, he would be rummaging through every single pocket and thing. So we don't know if this person's necessarily hostile. And then I go back and I'm like, so I think that everyone we could knock on it.
You feel a hand on your back and a voice in your head, only your head, that says, "You need to stop leaving me out of things. It's not a good look for you."
But would you be able to perceive that?
Yeah, because it went silent, but we
Yeah.
all still looked at each other. Or, you know what I mean?
Also,
Like,
you've been doing it a lot. I feel like at
Yeah,
this point.
oh yeah, you know it's a
With
thing.
a +7 sense.
It's
motive.
like even a +1. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like, hey, every.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
right,
kind of
you
look
got
away
to.
from what was there.
Someone
Yeah.
got AFK.
Mm.
Oh, God, do this distinguish in my mind so I can talk to you without... I say that out loud. Okay, so this is perfect, because if they are hostile, we'll let Elder Zan go in first, because he can... he's been doing pretty good combat fights, so... Plus, I mean, if they attack
It's
him
got
first...
4 arms.
Yeah, he does have 4 arms. But if they are not hostile, and they start being like, "Oh, I'm not hostile. Oh, this is me being not hostile, but also you're very weird, and I'm not sure if I like you." Then we can go on us neither.
Okay, I'm fine with we can leave.
I'm okay with letting Elder Zan go first. Because I feel
Lead the way, oh fearless leader.
Elder Zan walks first. Where were those airlocks? Not that I'm. Is it
That's
those?
14. That's 14 and 15,
No,
right?
it's the things with the here.
Oh, these blue, yeah.
Yeah, those blue things. Those are both
This
airlocks.
and that. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I walk up to the one to A14 because that's where we're hearing the papers coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I will walk up and
I'm right behind you. I'm not like leaving you behind.
we shouldn't all crowd, so maybe the 3 of you stay back a little bit. We don't want to overwhelm them if they could be a friend.
Stay back and ready a day's spell.
Cool.
What's
It's a cantrip.
No,
the
what's the trigger?
Oh,
Hostile
if
action.
they're hostile.
okay?
If they try to attack. Zan.
If they try to attack Elder Zan, I'm just gonna watch.
You ready? Pull out a bag of popcorn and start jumping.
All right.
That's my plan.
Well,
I want to ready a tumble and
actually, I want to ready a daze Elder Zan if they attack him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Love
I
it.
like this.
That's great. So yeah, Elder Zan walks up with Klaxar the Grey right behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and
Klaxar's the other one,
oh,
It's-
right.
I mean-
the grayer one.
but I also want to be there. So
You want to be like here?
yeah.
Cool. And I knock on the door, the airlock.
You knock on the door.
I knock on it gently.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, we were talking about making our presence known.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
It's just a generic token. Can you not see it in the? Can we just like do a little bit of like
It's right there.
sloppiness? There we go.
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Thank
Here,
you.
you can hold on to that until I want to play.
this nonsense.
yeah, they can't be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I knock,
What is the?
You knock gingerly.
knock gingerly.
So
Did you turn it into a redhead?
Hello.
Make a perception check really quick.
The dad jokes.
18.
You just mispronounced bad. I think.
You hear, like before you knock, you heard the
Shuffling.
the rifling of things. The second you knock, the rifling stops abruptly, and then you hear footsteps, and then you hear something slam against something else. You hear 2 things slam together very hard, and then
And I say, hello.
silence.
I think that they maybe put something in front of the door.
I try to open the airlock. There's like a button out here or something. Can I do that?
You can open it.
I open it.
It opens.
It opens.
What do we see?
Make a reflex save. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of you that are by the door.
Correct.
Damn, I really wanted to talk our way out of this one. We still could. 11.
22.
23.
Ooh.
So Elder Zan doesn't save. The other 2
Great,
do.
perfect. The dream scenario.
That's exactly how I wanted it to go.
Right?
Have any of you taken damage yet?
No.
I have.
Cool.
I've just missed every shot. That's all. I've maybe shot them next to their toe.
It makes sense though. We're behind you and small creatures, so.
Mm-hmm.
As you open the door, you hear something clink, clink, right at your feet, basically.
Uh-huh.
And the 2 of you manage to like move away and like kind of like duck down a little bit, maybe. You just eat it, so you take 8 damage.
Ouch.
Just go ahead and that took me out.
The other 2 you take 4 damage.
I'm at 0.
Okay.
4?
You're
All
right at 0.
Can I-
I had 6 left, so I'm at -2, but that doesn't happen, right?
I'm not sure how.
It's effectively meaningless, unless you get hit by a ton of AOE stuff.
Right.
But
It's 4
So when-
stamina, right?
Correct.
When he opened the door, can I see the creature enough to hit it with
make a
these?
perception check. Make a perception check. That's how we'll resolve this.
Oh yeah, I also didn't move
14.
Yes.
you 2.
Uh,
Okay,
you-
I do something back.
You see a female Azer soldier hiding
Okay.
behind the bed, rifle like up against her chest, back to you, like getting ready to pop out and take some shots.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Daze at her. She must make a DC 14 Wisdom save. I believe.
14?
Mm-hmm.
She failed,
Yeah, she's dazed.
which is just can't take actions until
Is she also confused?
she is probably confused as to what is happening.
Yes,
I'm
unable
so
to take
glad I
actions, but take
wasn't
no
the
penalty to
person
AC.
that said it.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Yes.
Oh, I go last.
I'm 19.
Oh, crap.
I don't like being first.
Let me know when you're ready for my number.
I will do that. I will do that.
Thanks so much.
Man,
do
every
that.
episode's a musical episode now.
I will do that.
You know,
But
is
you
this
won't do
Glee?
that?
Am I right? I did also love Glee. I can't help it.
It was filmed in our college, or at least some episodes.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Klaxar?
3.
Soren?
8.
Zan?
12. Elder Zan, come on.
Easy.
Morgan.
Nobody
It's
will.
easy.
It's so easy.
Morgan?
19.
And Boom Clap.
22.
Jeebus.
Wait, what are you supposed to add to it?
It's basically just your dex, unless you have
Your
like.
initiative, which is 2, so you're actually 21.
Yeah, 21.
So that makes it Boom Clap's turn. What are you up to, buddy?
I would like to do a rough and tumble into the room
Mm-hmm.
and do a zip zap.
How far into the room would you like to rough and tumble?
Just barely.
Past Zan.
So you want to like...
I don't want to block.
Or do you wanna use
I wanna
Zan
rough and
as a
tum-
shield?
I want to rough and tumble in, but I don't
You're gonna
want to...
stand on Elder Zan's corpse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I stand on Elder Zan's corpse?
Sure, yeah.
Great.
Elder Zan will be difficult terrain, so that'll take 2 units of movement.
Can you go through my robe and out
actually,
my collar?
I'm pretty sure I ignore difficult terrain.
Oh, right, you're tiny.
Because I'm scrappy and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
boxy
sure.
and Something.
Sure.
Scrappy and nimble can stand from prone, and additionally, when off kilter, Isoki does not take normal penalties to attacks or gain the flat-footed condition. Some other stuff.
And some other stuff.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I'm freaking awesome.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We won't worry about it too much.
So I do my tumble. This is gonna be a trick attack. I'm gonna do a zip zap.
Zip Zap and a Zop.
No.
Hopefully a zop if you hit.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's
Zip zap.
here's dream.
Here's the
and
part
Boom
that
clap.
we need to.
Here's the trick. Here's the trick.
We need to perfect.
Nailed it. Oh, I forgot what I had. Oh, I did an acrobat, so that'll be 27.
Girl, it succeeds.
Yeah. Okay, so 27, and then
Look
I
how
gotta
you
do
did it off of his.
And you gotta
do
shoot
the
it.
Zap. Gotta shoot it.
Gotta zap, zap, zap.
Ooh.
This is an energy weapon, right?
An energy weapon.
Is it?
Isn't it
It
projectile?
says analog,
What's the name
Oh,
of it?
my bad.
It's a semi.
semi-auto pistol, tactical semi-auto.
It's projectile.
Never mind. My bad.
Is that all? We all have the same gun.
Great.
It's like the number 1 level.
11.
Yep.
Oh, we're number 7.
11 doesn't hit.
11 doesn't.
You
hit.
hit the bed frame that she's ducking behind, and she like jerks her head
It
over.
does a lot of damage to the bed, though.
I shoot the bed frame and then I turn to everyone now. Did you see that? The tumble I did? That was sweet.
The tumbles aren't our problem.
Oh.
I like how you only hit when you fail your.
Yeah.
It's like so funny. It's my favorite part of your character. That is your turn. 'Cause
Yeah,
that was a
that's my
full
turn,
action.
that's all I can do.
Morgan's turn.
Let's see. We already did a dazed. I guess we're already shooting at it, right?
Oh yeah,
I just did.
when it was shooting at us. So
Well, maybe
did.
we should thank her for taking out Elder Zan. I mean, maybe she can just join our crew.
shoot.
I want you to know, if you can pull off like getting her on the crew and just leaving Elder Zan on this ship, Jonas, fully support that. I have a backup character concept, so just
Except for her.
be aware of that. No, maybe. Actually, she can fit into what I want to do, but no, yeah, just.
I guess I'll come up to the door. I won't enter into the room. I'll have weapons ready.
Are you the Medusa thing?
Yeah.
There's a name for that creature.
Linnea.
Yes. Is that a god?
It's a mythical creature.
A
Cool.
god.
I'll go with God. I'm alright with that. It'll make Elder Zan mad. I'll ready up into the room, but I don't want to shoot. I just want to say we don't want to harm you. Like, is there any way of just letting her know, like, we'd rather talk?
Diplomacy?
Yeah, you can roll diplomacy if you
Oh,
want
I
to.
probably have no diplomacy. I'm
Should
not
I?
that person.
I'm pretty sure you have negatives because you're a robot.
Well, no, my diplomacy
Well,
is 0.
if
My
she threw a
negative is
grenade at us.
perception and sense motive. That's where I'm
Sense motive
negatives.
makes sense.
But maybe she thought that we were going to be Zephyr beings.
I guess I'll just roll for
If she's
diplomacy.
looting this room.
16.
That
Unless I
hits.
get intelligence with
So
it.
16 for diplomacy or something.
Oh, for diplomacy. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Did it hit
I
her
thought you
mental
were.
AC?
The,
Her emotional AC?
what did you say?
I said we don't wish to hurt you. We just would like to talk. We don't care that you hit our
Yes,
captain.
that is why I missed on purpose.
And as you say that, a round from her gun whizzes by your head.
Oh, all right, that's going well.
She's dazed. She can't do anything.
Yeah, but that was flavorful. It was never gonna hit her. There was no roll.
All right.
She fired that bullet last round.
I was also saying that because she probably couldn't respond.
I'm just gonna leave it as is and wait for the next most charismatic person that isn't Zan.
You have a +7 diplomacy? Wake me up.
Nope. We like you down.
That makes it her turn. She's kind of like been bracing herself against the bed, trying to shake off the daze, which now she does, and she hunkers down where she was previously.
Isn't it your turn?
She's
No,
dazed
he's
for
doing-
one round. So technically,
until
my
the-
turn would be.
Oh, my bad. She stands there,
Dazed and confused.
dazed and confused. That makes it Zan's turn.
What do I do?
That's a actually great question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You've got a rat.
I don't know
on
how
your back.
death works in Starfinder.
I'm not going to roll a d20 right now. Let's wait until I know what I'm rolling it for.
Oh, do you need me to look that up?
Yeah.
Let me
Death
just
mechanics.
Check the game going
Wait,
video really
I
quick.
have.
Wait, are you actually dead?
I'm at 0 hit points.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
You immediately fall unconscious while dying. You lose 1 resolve point each round at the end of your turn. Do you have resolve points?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 4.
Okay. There are several ways to stabilize a dying creature, including first aid, healing, and spending resolve points. So it looks like you can spend... If you're dying and don't have enough resolve points... Oh, and have enough resolve points, you can use them to stabilize. If you're stable, you can use resolve points to regain consciousness and stay in the fight. To stabilize, you spend a number of resolve points equal to 1/4 your maximum... 1/4 your maximum. That's the end of the sentence.
Maximum hit points?
No,
No,
1/4
resolve
your maximum resolve points. So
Oh.
you spend 1 resolve point to stabilize. That means you're no longer dying, but you're unconscious at 0 HP.
And then you lose another one?
And then to stay in the fight,
So I'm
you
going to do
can
that.
spend
right now.
1 more resolve point at the beginning of your turn to regain 1 HP.
So at the beginning
So,
of
so
next
this turn I
phase-
can stabilize.
Right.
Next turn I can stand.
Correct.
Cool.
That is
I
what
will-
I'm picking up from this.
Cool. And then do I also lose a second resolve point at the end of this turn since
You
I'm
do.
still down? Cool. So I'm at 2.
Oh no, no,
Well,
no,
if
not
you
if you're stable.
stabilize, you
Not if
don't
you're stable.
lose.
So you
Yeah.
just
That's
lose the
the-
one.
okay.
Yeah. My
Gotcha.
bad.
Cool. So I spend the 1 and
Okay, you are now stable.
you feel my chest start to regulate a little bit as you're standing on it.
You're just like,
Boom claps just gonna point their pistol straight down. Just that's my turn.
It's a good way to prove to her that you mean it.
Soren's turn.
I'm going to walk a little closer and just telepathically ask her, or say, we are probably here for a very similar reason to find nice shiny things on this ship for our own. Maybe you can join us instead of shooting at us. No hard feelings about the other guy, though.
Dazed. Right.
Yeah.
So
She can't respond.
Yeah.
but,
She's understanding what we're saying.
She's
Right?
Sure.
taking the information.
While
I prefer
she's
not to shoot.
dazed, though, I'm going to go ahead and cast Baleful Polymorph on her.
okay.
So that's a DC 15 save.
Okay. Is it fortitude or
I
will?
think it's Fortitude.
Well, either way, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I rolled a solid 2, so you're Gucci.
Nuts will, but okay, so she shrinks slightly, and I'll say she grows feathers.
Okay. What is what the mechanical repercussions of this?
The target shrinks slightly, though it retains its size category. Gains a few cosmetic bestial features of an animal you choose. Target takes a -1 penalty to AC attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saves, strength,
Whoa,
and
minus
dex
1 to
checks.
AC to attack. To AC attack rolls.
AC attack rolls, melee damage, reflex saves, strength and dex based ability checks and skill checks. And that's it. And it is for 1 minute.
Okay. And this is for cool.
That's it. She looks like a chicken now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it Klaxar's turn.
cool.
Oh, did you? Sorry, did you say you wanted to move closer?
Oh, I had to move a little closer, yeah. For the
Sweep. Sweet.
I use my move action to target the creature with my AI, and then I fire my gun. 17.
Hits.
Cool.
That's all I need to do. Roll better.
Smack.
It is a total of 2 damage,
Nice.
and that is my
wicked
turn.
smarts.
Wait, it's not.
It's a total of 2 damage. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Cool. That brings us back to the top, which is boom clap.
Alright, I'm gonna do another tumble into the room. I'm gonna get around the bed so that I have a clearer shot at her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
to be like here? Is that
what I'm
picking up?
But closer to the wall.
Like here?
Like back one more?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so I tumble in and I'm gonna do my trick attack. Woo! That's not gonna do it.
What'd you roll?
20.
That's not gonna do it.
No.
So close.
So then
Just
I stumble off of Elder Zan's body, and I'm like, it was gonna be so cool. So quick. And then I just attack for 18.
18 hits. Only when you fail the trick attack do you hit. That's what.
You
so
get one or
weird.
the other. not
Yeah,
both.
you don't get both. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
For 1 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh man. I feel like this needs to be its own cartoon.
That is your turn because that is a full action, making it Morgan's turn.
All right. Is she still dazed? She's not dazed anymore, right?
She will.
She's
Not
not.
at the end
'cause
of my
it's been
turn,
your
she was
turn,
not dazed, yeah.
So she's no longer dazed.
But we shot at her anyway to see what her response was to us saying we're not here.
And she shot at you.
Well, yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just try shooting her.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot her.
Oh. What's that supposed to be added to?
There was one encounter where you could have like talked them down, but after that, everything's just been like they fight you.
Was it the wish?
No, surprisingly.
Oh,
Was
gosh,
it the
darn
whale?
it.
It was the whale.
No, it was the fire thing in the engine room.
I thought so.
But I thought you rolled so good with being charismatic, Soren.
I did roll a natural 20 at one point,
But
but
natural
I
20s
think
don't do
that-
anything.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was high enough.
Okay,
Then we
that's
couldn't
an
have rolled
8
higher.
plus-
Yeah, it was like a 30.
I think the DC was 32 or something.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Or no, maybe the DC was
Oh,
adjusted
wow.
because of previous fails or something like that. It was one of those two
Sorry,
things.
Okay.
Do I add? What do I add to the?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to shoot.
The attack,
So it's your
plus 2.
yeah.
Plus your dexterity.
Okay, so 10. I probably
10 does
miss.
not hit, unfortunately. The bed frame gets another sizable chunk removed from it.
I'm really good at missing.
Just another notch in the bed frame.
Are you gonna do anything else?
No, I'm clearly not good at shooting.
Cool. That makes it her turn again. She has a minus a lot of different things. Goodness golly gee. So she's going to...
He's also got a really fucked up bed.
If I were actually Klaxar, I would use my engineering skills right now with your computer. Holy heck.
There we go.
She's gonna take...
I really hope she throws another grenade.
She's gonna take a shot at Boomclap with a rifle.
Yeah, good
Shoot
luck.
Elder Zan.
Good luck with your shot. There's nothing you can do to hit me.
Except for...
What about an 18?
Owie.
You're going to take... Oh boy.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Maybe you're down too.
You're gonna also take 8 damage?
8 damage?
Oh god.
Great. I'm still up, baby.
He's a hardy little rat.
I look like hell, though.
That's why you have that scar.
Oh no, I got the scar.
Well, I could give you a scar next week.
Oh yeah, because I died.
Oh, I get hit and I say, oh, only have
Are
a
you
level
dead,
2.
No.
As she-
Oh.
As she shoots you, you hear her muttering something in a language you don't understand, but it sounds mean. Like, she's not saying nice things about you while she's shooting you over and over and over again.
Rat.
I got shot and then mocked in a language I don't understand.
Yeah.
This is bad.
That is going to end her turn. It's kind of in a corner. Making it Zan's turn.
So I can spend a resolve point, or 1/4 of my maximum, which would be 1, to...
No, for
Oh.
coming back, it's just 1.
Oh, just 1.
Yeah.
And then I'm at 1 hit point.
Yes.
Cool.
You immediately become conscious and can take the rest of your turn as normal.
So Elder Zan rises with a holy light, and
Elder Zan rises and coughs a little bit of blood up.
and as he does, he reaches out a welcoming hand towards our combative friend,
God.
who makes a will saving throw
Oh.
with a +5 because we're fighting. I'm casting
I
Charm
thought you were
Person.
still gonna try to do the thing. That would have been so funny.
Do what thing?
Try to be charismatic and win her over? Is
Well,
that what-
sort of, but
But you've got another hand with a gun somewhere?
well,
No,
This is a
no.
trap person.
I'm doing a spell for it.
They're,
Yeah.
they're a melee character.
11?
Oh.
Fail.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, did you add your
take your
+5?
+5?
My plus
Okay,
5.
we're fighting you, so we're being hostile. So you got a +5.
Oh. No.
Okay,
16.
so 16. then that succeeds.
Ripperoni. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what's your save DC?
14.
Womp
Don't you
womp.
have any minuses?
I have -1, but
It's not
to any of these
saves.
Oh, okay,
things.
great.
Yeah.
All right.
Or only
Yeah,
to,
because
only to
you're currently being
reflect
threatened or
saves.
attacked by you or your allies.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a standard action. So here's what happens. Elder Zan stands up, holds out, he radiates with holy light, holds out a welcoming hand, says, fuck. And I'm going to turn and run out of the room. 5,
Oh,
10,
fuck.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Now I'm in line of sight. My Zan
Don't
shield
worry,
is
I'm
gone.
right there. I think until I'm down, nobody has anything else to worry about.
My Zan
Is
shield.
that Zan's turn?
That is Zan's turn.
Cool.
He's a bonus action to
Soren.
hold the number 4.
I guess I'll shoot her with a cold energy ray.
Okay.
Oh, I love that cold energy ray.
Do it.
Off. Oof.
Boo-ba-doo-doo-boo. You know, like cold energy, right?
No. That's 10.
Wait, that's
for energy AC.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
We're doing really
It does not hit. Sorry, friends.
consistent.
Consistently poorly.
Where we just miss a
We're
bunch.
level 1.
Well, but also like
My
Zan's been one
base
who's
attack
been-
bonus is 0.
Mine is too, but like I only had a +1, and I was like hitting and killing last time. So you are rolling bad.
I mean,
This is
I
our
hit it.
TPK.
Just
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
I don't think this is going to be a TPK.
Whose turn is it?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
That's going to make it Clanxer's turn.
Cool. I again shoot it.
Shoot. Pew, pew, pew.
It's 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
2 damage.
Hey, look at that. It's better than 0 damage.
Yeah, but I rolled a 2 twice on a D8.
Oh.
Please throw another
Oh,
grenade.
no.
And just
I'm doing quarter
You're
damage.
missing so much damage.
I know.
please throw another grenade and just take us all out.
Put us out of our misery.
We'll just have a new one-shot for Starfinder
Yeah.
next week. Brand new character.
I mean, look, if they die, we'll just have a different thing next time. It's cool. We'll never run out of games to play. That makes it... wait? No?
Morgan?
Klaxar? Boom Clap's turn.
No, did Morgan go?
I already went. I was second.
It was just
Oh, yeah,
Klaxar
that's right.
making it your
Okay,
turn.
so then I'm gonna I'm gonna do another tumble, baby.
Okay.
You're ready for this? This one's the one.
He's gonna make it.
Ah,
You roll a 1.
18.
Oh, 18.
No. The
Is he-
CR of this creature is not -2.
I go to tumble and I trip on a dresser. but I like stabilize myself and it's like, that is okay. Here we go. 21.
It's nonsense.
Every time.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's
4
the-
damage.
Hey, there you go. That's
4
better.
damage. 4 damage.
4 damage. 4
I think
damage.
he has
4
the best
damage.
character antic in
Yeah,
this. Is
yeah.
the fact that he
It's-
could do the somersault.
the
but
best
can't
part about
fucking
it
shoot.
Is that the antic can disappear anytime because it's RNG based, but it just isn't. It's just staying forever. That is your turn because that was a full
Do it
action.
for the stream.
Morgan's turn.
I'm gonna, I guess, step a little closer into the room, hoping that improves my aim. Probably not, though.
Like,
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, in the corner.
Okay.
That way, someone else can come in if they want.
nobody puts Kitty in a corner.
Pew pew.
All right,
See,
come on. 12.
Yeah, 12.
Sorry.
It is a +2, right?
Yes.
Wait,
This
sorry.
time-
Oh, sorry, we're level 7. It's a +5.
This
Yeah.
time the round hits the pillow and you see feathers.
Feathers.
Oh.
At
Feathers
least-
like the ones on her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Forgot to say that on the last turn. It's the chicken's turn.
Wait, say the thing.
They're going to.
Do that one.
Wait, this entire time I've been shooting at a chicken, or she just has feathers?
He just has feathers
Yeah.
and just
Okay.
slightly smaller
Yeah.
than she was previously.
So no wonder I missed.
Soren
It's a much
put
smaller
feathers.
target.
They're gonna take another shot at Boomclap.
I wouldn't advise that. I think it's
12?
not in your best interest to miss.
So the shot happens as you were taking yours, and so you tumble, and she like shot where she expected you to end up, but you fucked it up so bad that it just like you were somewhere completely different in the room. It's beautiful. She looks at you like you're an idiot. Like she's losing respect for you in the context of this combat. Like, oh, why was I shooting at you? You clearly have no idea what you're doing.
I just shot you for 4 damage, you ninny.
You're saying that in, you can't say that in character because the 4 damage has no meaning. It is
I
Zan's
shot
turn.
you for damage.
I just shot you for damage. I'll just say, I just shot you.
Oh, I can't do
Like,
that.
so she looks at me like, I'm losing respect. I just shot you.
She says something again very mean sounding in a language you don't understand.
Well, I can speak other languages too, and I start speaking whatever my Yosoki language is. But I say only nice things about her.
You start hearing.
Now here's the question: is it actually angry things, or is it just like German, where everything sounds?
Probably
like...
it sounds. I'm just like, oh, Zeb, your hair looks fine, and honestly, I mean, like, I'm kind of impressed with the ways that you're shooting your weapon, and if I hadn't screwed up my own somersault, you would have definitely killed me just now.
Okay.
Flirting with her?
I don't flirt with anyone.
Um.
I only propose. I get down on one knee.
That's aggressive.
These med patches and serums of healing.
Uh-huh.
What do they do? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't
can
know
look
off
it
the
up
top of
too.
my head.
I'm gonna use
Forgot
one
I
of
had
them. I'm
those.
assuming. I have the serum of healing pulled up here. If you want to look at the patch, Mark 1 is 1d8 hit points, and I have 4 of those. I didn't give y'all any, so I'm just gonna use one of those. 2. Is it a full action to drink this baby? It is, isn't it? Don't drink babies.
I think it's a standard action.
You should drink babies. They give you usefulness.
Med patch is just it allows you to make untrained medicine checks with +10.
Okay.
So not helpful in your current situation.
Cool. So yeah, I'll use my action to heal for 2
Cool.
as I down a serum of healing. And is there anything to like hide behind in this room? Not that I would.
The
but-
wall,
Aren't you hiding
like the
behind
wall's
us?
curved.
Well, yes, but I mean like moreover. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a space?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
Okay. Cool.
Really quick question: If you're at maximum hit points and you heal, do you go up into stamina, or does stamina only recover during rest?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
Cool. Soren's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick step to the side and just try to shoot again. Because we're all just horrible shots.
And yet we still can.
Yes, we are. Because that's a 7.
Oh wow.
Well, let's call it a day, huh?
That super
No
doesn't
wonder ship
hit.
combat went so much better.
The bed is like freezing over.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
No.
Shoot. Come on.
I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
A 7 again does not hit. No.
I thought I was.
In my
really
defense, the first time I missed.
True.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Speaking of miss, boom clap. It's your turn.
Mix 2 damage every time.
2 is better than none.
Did we say it's boom clap during it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh, boom clap feels bad. I gotta do a tumble and a shoot.
Okay,
I gotta do
all
You
right.
have to, because it has to work eventually.
It has to work. I do the tumble.
Okay, well, so,
Nope.
so you're gonna hit this turn, huh?
Okay.
Well, probably not actually. I think my luck has run out. Yeah. Well, wait,
Well.
no, 19.
19 hits. 19
Wait,
super hits.
wait. No, 17.
Still hits.
Okay, all right.
Wait, 16.
Stop.
Gotcha.
6 damage.
Hey!
I did it.
There you
Just
go.
gotta keep
Dead yet?
fucking up those
No,
rolls.
she looks messed up though.
Okay.
messed up with her feathers.
Mm-hmm. The feathers are very bloody. It's a minute, right? The feathers thing.
Yes.
Okay.
10 rounds.
Um.
And I want to shoot and Zingle like this. Oh boy. Oh gosh. I go into like a fetal position.
That makes it Morgan's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna
Please.
try again.
Please.
I'm just really gonna try to shoot. I'm not gonna try to do anything fancy about it because clearly I'm not good at this shit.
Oh.
We're all so bad.
God.
It's because I didn't bring my own dice. It's punishing me.
Is that
Yeah,
like?
that rolled you an at 20 today.
Is that like a? Is
Yeah, that was it.
that like a
It's like a
7 total?
6 total.
6 total?
Yeah, I don't think that hits.
That doesn't hit. No.
No.
That makes it her turn. She's going to.
She really likes me because I can't hit her for
One
anything.
more shot at you.
That's fair.
One more.
That's fair.
Oof.
Oh man. Am I dead?
No.
No, it's me.
No. It's,
No, William might be
William.
dead though. I'm sorry, boom clap.
Just do it. Just say it.
Just roll it.
So that's
Just roll it.
That's 25 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it. We don't. I mean, if it's 10 over, is that a
No, that's
No,
just
That's
Pathfinder.
Okay,
Pathfinder
cool.
second edition.
Cool.
That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Still up?
No.
No.
Oh,
Did you steal the pencil? That was
Boink.
funny because I went to use it and it just ended up in your hand.
Dead. Dead right there.
Unconscious.
I'm down.
Dead.
Unconscious.
Dead.
Next round, you're gonna get shot at through that wall.
That wall man
respect
shot
that
through
move.
me.
that wall's made of paper, and you are gonna have a convenient gap between like your torso
Right
and your
through your
arm.
stomach.
The bullet's gonna go right through there, right through your stomach.
Right through your eyes.
It's
Hey,
like when Piccolo does the special beam cannon through Goku's holy body.
There's a lot of different things.
Says the guy who doesn't want your hand.
Wait, was that
I was just saying that's a
5,
lot of
10,
different
15.
things going on
going to
or being
turn
said.
and spit on your dead body? She doesn't like it.
She throws some feathers at you.
Does she also bagay?
She
Thank you.
drops her rifle and pulls out a maul from her back
I don't like where this is going.
and turns to look.
Turn me into.
Wait, turns
Does she still
turns to Katie. Okay, I feel better about this now.
Is she still okay?
Just gonna splat.
No,
Put up on the floor.
she's not dumb enough to ignore the 4 other people threatening her life.
Does this soldier look okay still after the damage she's taken?
Excuse me?
Does this soldier look okay still after the damage she's taken?
No, he says she looks
The-
really messed
Oh, you
up.
did. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, I
Cool.
see what I thought you were pointing at Boom Clap saying
Oh,
this
no,
soldier. I was
can
like,
understand
are you
that.
calling
Does
your
this
crew
soldier-
soldiers now? I don't
Does
understand.
this soldier look bad?
If it wasn't for your character's
Elder
personality,
Zan.
that would have made perfect sense.
Elder Zan's army.
He's down. He's down.
Elder
Does this
Zan.
soldier look bad? He's down, Elder Zan.
How's it look?
That brings it to a Zan.
Okay, I want to open this airlock in front of me and just a little perception check on that room.
Oh lordy.
And you get eaten.
I mean, I didn't detect any other life with a 30 or some shit like that.
Okay.
Automated defenses.
Roll perception.
17.
Cool. The cell is lined with restraints designed for a variety of physiologies.
Okay. Do I see anything of interest or value in here?
Like other callers.
There are interesting parts of the wall, but you can't make out what they are.
Okay. Cool. Did it look like the writing that was in the previous room?
No,
Okay.
like weird, it looks like the wall's made out of tiles, and the tiles have like slits cut in them from all 4 corners to the center, and it looks like those move, but you don't know what they do.
Okay. But nothing I could like immediately take or interact with necessarily.
No.
Okay, I see it. Then did that take an action to do that much, or would I still have an action if I wanted to?
The door is a move action, opening the door.
Okay.
I'll just give you the perception check for free.
Okay.
So
So I have an action left, but I'm not in sight of her, so I couldn't do anything to her anyway. And I don't think I can really do anything else. Is there a mechanic for if I just want to like use an action to like help Gray on his next shot? Is there like a help action I can take?
yeah, but you
Move
can't.
flag
You
shot?
can't.
Claxar, sorry.
You'd have to.
Wow, I'm being so good this session.
You'd have to be next to
Ah.
the target.
Okay,
You
cool.
can't like help
That's fine. Yeah.
them hold the gun.
Then no, I think I've done everything I can do then.
Cool.
That'll be my turn.
That's gonna bring us to Soren's turn.
What does the assist action for a shot do? Is it just like a +2 to
Yeah.
hit? Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and aid Klaxar, and I'm gonna use Psychokinetic Hand to kind of like put a platform right in front of Klaxar so he can use it as like a tripod
I'll buy
to
that.
steady his rifle.
Sure. Cool.
I am using a rifle.
Yeah.
It doesn't say I have to see them to daze them. It just said they have to be in range, and she's exactly in range.
Read it.
The spell short circuits the mind of a humanoid creature with CR3
To
or
cast
lower.
a spell, you still have to have line of effect.
You do
and to
have
have
to.
line of effect, you technically have to
Okay,
have
so
line
they
of
don't
sight.
say that on the spell.
Right,
just-
it's in
Yeah.
the magic
Never mind.
description.
I never minded. I'm so sorry.
You're not.
I am.
My turn?
+2.
Which is a 7 total.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 4 last time, I rolled a 2 this time.
That's right, man.
This is nonsense.
Bullshit.
Hey, if I was still,
I would like to take some of my engineering rolls back. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool. That's Klaxar's turn.
Nah, that's all I do. Yeah.
You just shoot.
we are all rolling.
This pillow
very
is
poorly.
like basically a
Except
liquid
for
at this
when
point.
we're-
It's been shot so many times.
I'm like I see the platform's there and I like lean on it, but I'm not used to having like a platform. It's like this is freaking weird, and it's like a little bit taller than I am, so I'm like tippy toes and I'm just like shoot right into
Shoot
the
his ceiling
ceiling.
tile.
Hilarious. I
Just
love that.
like dust fall down.
Yeah, we didn't see it immediately.
It's like,
but
oh,
the entire ceiling is that like office space like styrofoam. Like
Just
that
all
tile, and
glittered
it's like
on
a
top
tile
of
just
it.
falls.
Yeah.
And I see you like stumble after making that shot. And I'm like, are you okay?
Not enough alcohol.
Boom clap.
I want to spend
You see the
resolve.
ceiling raining down.
I don't.
Oh, you don't. You're unconscious. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'll
sorry.
spend a resolve to stabilize.
Cool.
And that's it.
There you go.
Cool. Nice turn, bro.
Wait, I'm gonna hit her if she gets in range of me. If she comes out of that door, that's my held action. There we go.
I think you can only hold an action if you don't use any actions on your turn, right?
But I didn't, right?
You used a move
Oh,
action.
move! Oh, like you can't move even.
Yeah,
I just want to do something. No, that's fine. It's fine. I did so much of my turn. I'm a very greedy player.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did
We
you?
all know.
But we get another action at level 5. So since we're all
Right.
since
So
we're
I use
all
my
level
action
9, we have-
surge.
Why does that number keep changing and sometimes it goes down? That's very weird to me.
We're in flux, baby.
Okay.
Space is weird.
Morgan's turn.
All right.
Just shoot it. This time I
Wait,
dare
hit it with
to.
your swords.
Although she's coming right for you, so
I'm gonna.
just shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting again.
Come on. Oh no, it's a 4 again.
Why is everybody rolling fours?
Also, readying an action
Jesus.
is only a standard action.
Is it really?
Fucking give up.
My
Put
bad.
me back in engineering.
You can actually. It doesn't affect anything.
So if
you
she,
just
if she
say,
ends up coming
if
out,
she is in
into my
melee range
line
of you, you
sight,
gotta
I will.
hit her
Or
in the
range
face.
because I have a ranged.
cool.
Let me patch the ship next time. I'll just stay with it. I was much better at that.
That
shit.
makes it her turn.
I find it's funny that I'm a robot that should have
Just
like
gonna charge in and
perfect aim,
splat
and
Morgan
yet I
against the
can't
wall.
land a single shot. We're what? How many sessions in? I haven't landed one shot.
I don't know if have you really not
I
hit
think I maybe
anything?
hit. No, I. No,
We'll
I
have
don't
to go
think-
watch all the episodes and find
Yeah,
out.
I don't think I've hit a single time. I just redirected power. That's been my entire game.
Does a 17 hit your AC?
Probably. Yeah.
Cool.
How dead is Katie?
Take 7 damage. Oof.
7 damage.
Oof.
Let's take that as stamina first.
Hold on. Let me just say
Oh,
this.
so I'm at a
Oof.
-1.
So yeah, your stamina depletes, and then you take 1 out of hit points. So you're at 8 hit points. Because once your stamina's out, it goes to hit.
Right.
Your
Woof.
computer is taking
Oh my
off.
god.
It is
Yeah.
creating some airflow.
It does this.
Oh wait, that's okay. That'll be good Foley. That's the sound the ship is making.
It's the sound of the breath leaving
I
your
don't
body.
need it.
It's the ship
I'll leave it
mourning for me and my inability to shoot anything.
But yeah, so you're at 8 current HP and 0 stamina.
I want someone to make a graph of our rolls.
Over time.
Yeah.
Zan's turn.
Okay, I would like to. Can I? You know what? I'm just gonna pull out my tactical knife, whatever kind of knife I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run into. I'll move. I'm just gonna.
You know,
I'm gonna kill Morgan the third.
I'm more.
Oh,
Aren't
actually,
I
did you factor in the minus?
No,
of the
you're
melee
just out of
damage
stamina.
from the polymorph?
I did not.
So you take 1 less damage.
You take 1 less damage than you did
Cool.
before.
So you're just out of stamina. You're at 9 hit points.
I'm dumb.
I'm making a knife attack. 20 total.
Wow, that hits.
Hey, if you take this down, I swear.
I'm so mad.
Every single
Just let
time.
No.
Please just say I kill it. You have the power.
I didn't kill it. It's
Swear to
alive.
Jeebus.
Okay, action surge. No, I
Swear to Zan.
Here's the good thing though. Zan's right there now.
Zan is right there now.
Yep. So I just stab it in the center.
At least
For
I haven't
two.
once hit it. She can't be that mad at me.
Sword streak.
All right.
I did say I was trying to not.
Well,
hurt
I guess
her.
I'll step
Focus on the
around
one.
and I'm just gonna shoot it
Okay.
Do it.
because helping Quackstar did not
No,
go very
it
well.
didn't
at all. Did it go well at all?
No, that's another 7.
Oh my god!
The title of this episode's gonna be
Slevin.
Single digits or something like that.
All right. All right.
The team can't
Hold on.
roll.
Hold on.
Single
Okay.
digits and one
Here we
nat
go,
20
here we
against
go.
the captain.
Here we go.
Make it happen.
Okay. It's not a 7.
Good.
Okay. 12. It is surrounded.
He ate that. Hits.
Hey!
Okay, hold on.
Now it does.
Hold on.
Flanked.
Ah.
-1 AC from the chicken.
Hold on.
You met.
Okay. More than 2.
Oh!
5
Yeah.
is higher than 2.
5's pretty good.
So you have a rifle.
Yeah.
You take a shot with your rifle. And you're like, I'm assuming that this is like, a hectic situation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like your party's going down, and so you don't even aim.
And they're not even yelling timber. That's the thing that's pissing me off.
I feel like if this kills her, I just want to just narratively, I want to make a suggestion. Maybe you see Elder Zan coming, you're like, no, you don't. You do not get
Yeah.
this kill.
So Zan comes in and stabs, and you just like really like the fastest you ever loaded a round into a rifle before, and just pull the trigger right through the head, flops down on
I
the
like
ground.
passed mine.
I was
Oh, sorry.
totally aiming for them.
Elder Zan starts clapping with both
that-
hands.
Murders this soldier.
Clacks are amazing work.
I as soon before I respond, I immediately run over to Boom Clap and try to like assess the situation.
Okay. Do you want to make a medicine check?
I will
Sure.
come up and
Just
assist.
to try to stabilize him. You
Yeah.
also have. Are you trained in medicine?
Yes.
I
Okay.
am stabilized.
Oh, you're stabilized.
You're stable, but you're still at 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Here,
I have an 8 to medicine before I roll, so
and
it's not horrible.
Elder Zan, as you go past it, you should hold this and take that plus
Oh.
10 from the med
What
patch.
is my kit?
Okay.
Oh wait, you have a med patch.
I do,
Where?
but I took it.
Yeah,
Give me.
yep,
Your
that's
what
fine.
kit?
The medical kit that Elder Zan found.
Just gave me a plus 10 to medicine check.
No, that's the patch.
Oh. So either way, my check is
I think you just need it to make checks, right? That's just like a tool, is it not?
Oh,
That's what I thought it was.
so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That. Hold on, I have to look this up really quick.
You roll a 5.
I rolled a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
It continues.
Yeah, right?
I'm glad I gave you the plus 10 then.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
Because it would have only been an 8 and it would have been a 12.
What was it? Just a basic med kit?
Yeah.
Basic med kit allows you to attempt DC 25 medicine checks to treat deadly wounds, but otherwise,
It's not deadly. You're alive. You're stable.
Okay, so you basically you stabilize him, which you already was, and you end like damage over time, like bleeds.
Great.
So that happens.
Spend 1 resolve point and come back to 1.
You could also just like inject him with a syringe of the because you have like 4 healing
I
serum
do have more
things.
serums, yeah.
Yeah. That's the other option there.
But I also have a like paladin style like pool of healing that I feel like I should use since we can now.
Yeah.
It takes 10 minutes, so we'll have to get into a spot where we can do that. But I mean,
You
if we have 10 minutes now,
I think
I'd
we
be
can-
happy to help out our
we
rep
can
for-
probably help get Boom Clap into the main ship.
Sure.
You can start working on Boom Clap,
I
and
can
then if
carry
one
him.
other person wants to stay in this ship with me, I can fly this back.
Die down?
No.
No,
Just no stamina?
you
Yeah.
got hit, but
Yeah. So why don't the 3 of you go back to our ship? The 2 of us will stay on this ship, and we'll follow you.
Sure.
Sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
What's your piloting?
Anybody want to
Mine's a 2.
figure out what the soldier was looking for? Or?
Okay.
Yeah, what were they rummaging for in the room?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
Can I sense motive?
Can I just?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Like kind of retroactive, like thinking back on it. That's 14.
They were looking for something small.
Okay, I will give that information as you also.
My 10 is a my perception is a 10. My 10 is a perception.
A 10 is a perception. Where's the what? This is 14, right? I thought you were gonna leave without looking anymore, so I scrolled away. Ba, 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 ba. You don't notice anything terribly exciting. I'll read you the room description. The stateroom is appointed in blackened metal and shimmering crimson banners, with a huge one-way viewing window taking up half the room's curved exterior wall and rising to form a clear dome above, giving the overall effect of standing on a balcony in open space. A black desk and cabinets complementing a wrought iron bed frame. The carpet on the floor is black with a crimson sun pattern.
Cool.
If you didn't find anything interesting, Elder Zan will need to look himself.
Well, I thought you were focused on getting Boomclap back, because we're going to take the ship back. I'm sure we're going to be able to search it completely.
Sure.
I'm sure we'll
Cool.
be able to just
Cool.
roll a 10 or roll a 20 and just
Cool.
So so yeah, that's our plan. We're gonna slowly. I'm gonna get the one engine back up and slowly fly it back to the port and dock.
So after we disperse, like after they go back to our ship, while you're piloting it, because I'm assuming you probably don't need me to do that, I am going to go to the stateroom and take 20 and search the room.
Okay. So if give me 1 second.
Which is still only a 21, but still.
That's better than a single-digit number.
My 10, which is what I rolled.
Everything's better than my 4s and 6s.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the controls for the airlock look similar to, because you've opened one of the airlock doors before, back in A1 when you first entered the ship. The controls for the airlock here have a couple of other switches that are kind of weird looking.
Okay. Do I recognize one? Because I cast Comprehend Languages, do I earlier? Do I recognize the one that might look like the word for open? Like in the same placement or in the same position?
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I just hit that.
You hit the one that, okay.
It's going to open the airlock to the stateroom.
No. You're in the stateroom.
Oh, I thought it would.
Like it's not.
closed. Okay.
No. It's open and fine. These are other switches on the same panel that you don't recognize from before.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
One of them does say open though.
Okay. But otherwise, there's like nothing else in the room.
So there's the switch to open the airlock, right? That you know because you've seen it pushed at least once. And then there's another switch that says open. Those are the like abnormalities that you noticed.
Okay.
There's another one that says intercom.
I'm gonna hit intercom and see if I can say anything to Klaxar, even though he wouldn't even be able to respond.
You're an A17, right? So you hear.
And what do you say?
Klaxar?
Do I see the button to respond?
Sure.
I hit it and I go.
You hear.
And then okay. And I'm just, all right. And it clicks out. And then I'm going to step away. Did you say the other button that said open was on the panel with the airlock? Okay, I'm going to step outside the door to the stateroom and then hit that other open button.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Just in case it opens up into
Make a perception check.
Okay. Can I take 20 on it? 13.
You hear a click.
Do I know where that click came from? Do I know where that click came from?
Well, you weren't in the
want
room.
to search.
You didn't see. You didn't see where
I'm
the
going to
click
step
was.
in and see if there's anything different.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I forgot what the thing was. Sorry, one more time. What?
My total was a 13.
You can't find anything.
Okay.
So, do we make it back to the...
Yeah.
Cool. We dock.
Do you want to just take a 20?
I mean, I was going to do it again, but I figured we'd want to move the...
Yeah, sure.
We can talk about what other things were found, maybe
Sure.
offset this session.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is the hologram. My bad.
Sure, we'll just say I take 20, find the thing, and then put everything back the way I found it, so Elder Zan doesn't know anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
He looks intense.
So as I'm piloting this ship, I don't have the best piloting skill, but so I'm like basically trying to like lean on my computer and engineering skills to figure out how to pilot. I'm like, yeah, computers work like this, like engines work like this. So I guess like thrust forward is that's how that cool. We're good. Because I am trained in it, but it's a 2.
Right. So
level 7.
you make your way back to Far Portal Station in this new ship. You very carefully like piloting like
I will take an hour to get it correct.
Yeah.
I like beep,
which is
beep.
A bazillion point turn.
but like normally you'd be like super embarrassed right now, but you are
I'm
normally
too focused.
Yeah, normally one would be embarrassed,
Yeah.
but like in this situation, even if you're that kind of person, you're just hyper like I don't care. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm super afraid of this.
It's not my ship.
Yeah.
Yet. And I don't want to hit the station whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like this is not my main skill.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's why Boom Clap is like the man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I'm just like, cool, whatever. Like
So you
it's like the
eventually
granny who just doesn't care anymore, but like so it's like doesn't care what anyone's opinion is.
you eventually manage to get the ship in a position that works, and you set it down in the station. If you're looking outside the like viewport thing, you see every single person in the station is standing outside cheering and like, yeah, that's so cool, oh my god. And they're like running up to the ship with like complete disregard for their own safety, or like the fact that they have absolutely no idea where this ship comes from. Like, there could be like diseases on it or something that they don't care. They're just touching it like, oh, this is so cool. And I'm assuming you're trying to walk back into the station. As the door to the ship or the airlock to the ship opens, Station Master Jory is standing right there, looking at you and going, "You did it. It's here, and it still works. That is way better than I expected. Thank you so much for your service." And then she walks past you into the ship.
Before she walks past me, I go, I mentally link with her, and I say, I believe things are in order.
It looks like a foreign...
Sorry, headphone people.
Yeah, right. She high-fives you. Her face is like, I remember what this was. I think you just hate it, right? Like, that was her facial expression. And she gives you like a big smile and walks off into the ship.
Comes a new trend on the on the fort. High-fiving.
I meet up with the rest now. I want to check on Boom
I'm
Clap.
awake now, right? I'm like,
So well, once 10 minutes have passed, you what Elder Zan would like to have set up is brought you into the medical bay, and then have given Morrigan one of the syringes of healing things. Not for her, though. If she wants one, that also can be. But the idea being that at the end of these 10 minutes, he would like you to administer that to Boom Clap. So Boom Clap wakes up to me finishing my magical healing for that effect. So the idea is you wake up and just see me having healed you, but the syringe is what actually wakes you up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're basically pretending like...
You look
So Morgan knows, and Boom Clap wakes up to like, oh my god,
And I'm glowing with token spell.
wait, so you didn't use your...
I did use my thing. So you're getting healed for both. It's just that you think it's all me.
Oh,
is the intended effect.
Gotcha.
This is
Yes.
the
Okay, my mind went to the same place. I was like, are you just
That
trying
makes
to
sense.
keep your spell?
No,
at 10?
so
I used the spell
5
slot to read your mind, but I'm
plus
not going to do it to
whatever.
heal.
Morgan, roll this one because you have that. Frick! I don't want to play this game anymore.
There you go.
That's the syringe, and then plus 5. So
Roll it.
roll it because you have it. Cool. So you're back at 6, and Elder Zan just says, "Hello, my child. Are you feeling better?"
Hold on.
Do you have telepathy or no? No, you don't.
No, I don't believe it.
Morgan doesn't, and Zan doesn't.
I do.
No,
Well,
Zan
you
does.
can.
I have telepathic message as a
Yeah.
spell.
But no, Boom Clap doesn't.
No.
Yeah, so the two of you don't. So you can't like telepathically link and be like,
No, this is why I'm just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have my eye and I look up at you. Elder Zan for a moment, and you say you're.
Hello, my child. Are you feeling better?
That's it.
I'm sorry.
I just feel like I could be feeling a little better. Where am
You
I?
feel a stab, and I'm gonna hit you with another syringe. Another 4.
Well, how much did I get from you? Was it the 5 that I was?
So yeah, so you have
Okay,
6
okay.
plus is 4,
Oh,
so
okay.
10 total.
Cool.
Um,
Can I have a pencil back?
Sorry, I had more energy to pump into you. No one. I know what I did that one time.
Good job.
Sorry, I had
The
more
best
of my
thing is
healing
it,
touch.
it did this until
Yeah.
you said no,
No,
and I was like,
I heard it, but then
Yeah.
you started correcting yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. No. I can.
I
I
feel
can feel.
in the way.
I feel the power of your spirit now.
Good,
So
that is the grace of Elder Zan. It has touched you on this day. Boom, 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 clap.
Goom clap.
Sorry, sometimes when I perform miracles, it takes a lot out of me. I may need to lie down.
I've never
yeah, for
cringed
sure.
this hard during a game that I was in.
Wait, Elder Zan.
Yes.
So where are we? We're on our ship.
We're back on the Zan ship. Yes.
Oh, did we make it back to the far portal?
Yes, we're back. We've all been.
Far Portal Station.
Yes, Far Portal Station.
Yes, the far portal station.
Yes.
you start to hear, Big Mac, are you awake? Are you awake, Big Mac?
Okay, can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm awake.
This is how we all
Yeah.
automatically
That's
talk.
a good way to do
Yes,
it.
it's Zan.
Yep.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
awake.
hold on, other side, you gotta block Zan out.
Unfortunately, it was Zan who brought me back. So
Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad
pretty
that
sure
you're back.
It was a syringe that brought him back.
Since you guys got a little bit screwed before and 2 of you died, basically,
Mhm.
I'm gonna just DM's prerogative say, is there anything else that
Oh,
you
we're
would
level
like
7?
to accomplish before moving on?
I think we
you want to try to buy something, you want to try to heal more, you want to
I mean,
you should take that other syringe because you did also get hurt.
I mean,
So
I've taken a little bit of damage, but I'm on the ship. I don't think, like, character-wise, I think I'm in a safe split. I've only taken stamina damage, so I'm not like, I need to rest now. I'm more like, cool, that was awesome. We have to talk to people and deal with some stuff. You're
Yeah.
alive, which I'm happy about, but I'm okay with, like, running off and talking to people before Elder Zan gets there.
that's a good plan. Yeah.
I would like to know what I found in the stateroom, if anything.
you found a
Key card.
you legitimately did find a key card.
Okay.
Hotel room for you.
Uh,
I think it was to the room we couldn't get the.
you had comprehend languages active, right?
Not at that point, no.
Okay. You have a key card.
Okay, just a key card. Okay. With, I'm assuming, some writing on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to thank her for her assistance in my miracle. Hit Morgan with the syringe, the last one, and you can heal for 5.
Thank you so much.
Oh wait, your hit points were full. I did it anyway. Whoops. That's fine.
Because it's only hit points?
Yeah,
It is.
that's fine. I still did it.
Are any of you on the Far Portal Station right now?
I am, because I gave the high five.
Station.
Yeah, I would have gotten off the ship. I'm on the station somewhere, probably with Klaxar.
And then
I mean, if time has passed since that conversation happened, I imagine we're grouping up.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys met somewhere on the station.
Yeah.
Can I find the person that I interacted with when we were told to like go get in the ship and help out? That
Was that the
promised
person
us
you
1,000.
high-fived?
So when you come out, and you're like, we need to find that person, I point to the inside the ship.
Station Master Jory. Yeah, they walked past Indigo onto the ship. Or Klaxar.
We slapped flesh hands.
As opposed to what hands?
I don't know, you have a robot hand.
Ah, I've been schooled.
Metal hands?
You remind me, I left something on the ship. I'll catch up with you in a moment.
With
And
which ship?
my ship.
Oh, okay.
that's-
So then you go back to
We still
yours,
have a
and then
mech.
the rest of us
From
go
last
into
time.
this ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find her relatively easily. We'll say she's an A3 examining that little shrine thing.
Uh-huh.
And she's not paying any attention to you. She's just like,
Jory, Captain Jory? Who is this?
Station Master?
Station Master Jory. You should have seen it. There was this genie, and it was here. I sink a false genie because I asked for more fishes and they didn't even give me fun. I didn't even get fun single fish.
She goes, yeah, they're fairly common things. Playing a fire. This how it works. And she keeps poking it with some stuff.
I do have one small thing. Do you remember when we were setting off not so long ago to stop the giant whale and bring the ship back to you? And you promised me 1,000 credits.
She's still not looking at you this whole time. Still looking at the thing. You hear boop boop, and you get a boing.
Booyah! Is it 1,000 credits?
Yeah, you check. You received 1,000 credits.
Nice. I'll nod my head at Klaxar. So
She's not looking at you still.
do you know what the ship is?
Do
you know what the ship is?
That's a great question. She basically explains to you that this is an Afridi ship, and that it's similar to a trading ship that I guess they may have seen designs for in the past, but this specific ship's design has never been recorded. And it's decidedly more metallic than merchant vessels.
So, wait, a Afridi ship? What's that?
That's the type of people we found.
Afridi are...
They're
like
fire gens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only know this because of Final Fantasy.
And we have
a race native to the plane of fire.
And we've never this is an uncommon ship. It's pretty rare.
I think
On this
uncommon
plane,
ship
yeah.
spins on Sundays.
On this plane,
On this plane of existence, yes.
uncommon ship. An uncommon
I'll
ship
ship
would
it.
be hijinks and handlebars and uncommon trust.
Hey! That's adorbs.
Anyway, yeah. So all right. So wait. So why do all of you want this ship? Why were you so horny for it?
Well, she doesn't even break at the why you also horny for it. She's just like, we want to study it. We're here to study the far portal. Anything that comes out of it is pertinent.
Is this the coolest thing that's ever come out of the Far Portal?
Yes.
I
It's
look
the
around
only
and
thing.
I look around and I'm just like, can you read any of this?
Well, it takes time.
Well, Sauron could read it for a period of time. Sauron could read it for a period of time.
Not until tomorrow.
Not till tomorrow, but if you want to hire us on to
Can
find
we go
out
sleep
more
for the night?
about this.
That's how it works, right?
As you're saying these things, from the airlock that you left the ship from, you hear a very faint alarm sound. Basically the same sound you heard when this
Oh, is
ship
something else coming through the portal?
and the whale came out of the portal.
I respond. I like immediately hit all of us. I'm like, oh crap, where's Elder Zan?
Can we cut to that really quick? So I am in my room putting the prosthetic arm that I found up on a mantle. Just to admire. So that's just what he's doing.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
And we cut back to the... Oh, you also hear the sound.
Cool. I'm gonna run to my cockpit.
Okay.
That's what it's called. I know. Saying "my" was a mistake.
Yep. Did you... Are you leaving the ship or
Yeah,
are you staying?
I'm-
I immediately go, oh crap, what did Elder Zan do now?
And
then-
I scurry out of the
Yeah,
out of
same.
the ship.
So as you scurry out of the ship...
Yeah.
As you scurry out of the ship, you hear the alarm louder and louder, and eventually you can hear that everybody in the station is just as excited as they were when the ship came out. They are screaming. But you realize that they're more distressed now than they were before. Like, before they were a little bit scared, like, I don't know what this is. Now they're just like, what the fuck? The researchers are all running around back and forth. All of the station's screens switch to the same image. The far portal. Its orbit is beginning to decay. The picture sinks rapidly down through the sun's corona. Within moments, the portal dips into the sun and disappears from view, and the station scanners
Can I see all that?
Wait, so
from-
the far portal just vanished?
fell into the sun.
Fell into the sun?
Yeah.
The cool place.
We didn't do it.
I use the comm system that I think
We
Boomclap
didn't
probably
do
has
it.
the other one.
So which ones of you are telepathic in nature? I know you
I am.
and you.
Well, not in nature, but I have a spell
Pretty
for
much.
it.
Not you.
Okay.
That side.
So just the two of you.
It's just the cool side of the
cool.
table.
Yeah, well, we're the sun side of the
The
table.
two of you
Yeah, we have the far portal now.
roll 1d4.
Oh god.
Wait, is this?
This is the psychic damage we take.
1.
1.
The two of you are staggered for a round, basically.
Okay.
You feel a sense of alarm and impending danger flow over you.
Your spider sense.
The three of you feel a faint momentary rush of unease.
As soon as I'm back up, I would like to message everyone and just be like, we came to this portal we came to the station at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'm just like, we need to leave.
What does
now.
this mean? What does this mean to have the portal go into the sun?
I don't know, but do you really want to stick around and find out?
Can I channel just to like the group chat really quick?
Without,
I think you're the only ones who are in
Moving
range
chat?
of your telepathy anyway.
Yeah, I don't. Zan's not in it.
Possibly
Okay,
on
great,
that
great,
conversation.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that,
Yeah, because you're you're
He's in the cockpit.
You also
I think
can't
I'm
see.
sitting there.
I don't need vision.
The only thing I needed
Okay.
to say was when I saw that fall into the sun the way that it did, it reminded me very much of my wish.
Weirdly enough, the portal's name is also easy.
What can I see from the control room of my flying ship? Also known as a cockpit. My cockpit.
I'm gonna
The cockpit?
say, and if you don't want to go with this, I'm super down to change it. I'm gonna say that your ship isn't facing the sun, like you're docked on
Okay.
the opposite side of the station. Your
Sure.
ship's facing
Would have
away.
driven into
You have
the
no
station.
idea what happened. You didn't
Okay.
see any of it, but
You
you,
still have-
felt the
thing.
twinge of like unease that just like almost as soon as it appeared just vanished.
Okay.
But it did catch you off guard a little.
I think I invested in a radio comm with some of the money that you were so nice to give us at the beginning. So I'm gonna walkie-talkie over to Boom Clap.
Mhm.
Boom Clap, what's going on out there? I felt a thing and it's not good. What's going on?
Captain
Over.
Elderzan, the fart portal fell into the sun.
Did you say fart portal?
I've said it every time.
Wait, did you say into the sun?
Yes, that would be correct.
This is very.
The fart portal fell into the sun. Wait, why don't you?
Come to the ship. We have to get out of here.
And
I kind of look back at you because it's out loud.
Yeah, it's all
I'm kind of agree.
Yeah, sure.
As you say,
Unfortunately,
kind of agree. You're approached by someone.
Oh fuck.
I quickly say, is there any way we can blame this on Elders? And only him.
They're a broad-shouldered Karasha Lashunta woman with purple hair,
So me.
wearing utilitarian gray coveralls with lots of pockets. I'm Dr. Okay, and excuse me, I'm going to butcher this name. Teres.
Or Teres.
Suloro. Teres Suloro. I'm going to use that. I'm Dr. Teles Suloro, one of the researchers here. I specialize in magnetospheric. Okay, I specialize in magnetospheric monitoring and solar weather prediction with, well, let's just say I make sure nobody gets cooked. And then she extends her hand to you to like shake your hand.
Okay.
Uh,
I like gingerly take it, shake her hand, and then take a step back.
Again, I telepathically say, "Oh fuck."
she's looking at the two of you specifically, but like
Yeah.
you're not there. The two of you are included, but like she's focusing on the people that she knows racially have an affinity with psychic things. You all just felt that, right? You're opening an airlock with no suit.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yes, the feeling of dread. Did you feel that, Morgan?
Is
maybe-
that what that was?
So, yeah, it was just like something bad is about to happen.
That
It's like
felt like I didn't want to be here. Is
Mhm.
that what dread is?
Yes, that is
Okay.
a little bit what dread is.
Wait, maybe you didn't feel it. Hold on. Does it even like?
Probably not. I probably don't.
I think actually that's better. I think it's better if
Yeah,
you don't
I was
feel
just
it.
like
That's so much
something
better.
happened.
Yeah,
we all,
like, I
we
don't
all
get
get the chills, and then and Morgan's just like, huh?
Okay.
Fuck.
My
So-
circuitry's working fine.
Nanoids are still working.
She says maybe that's how you perceived it, but for
Telepaths and stuff.
yeah, it's
I
a
get
little
it.
bit
Hey, I
different.
traveled with two of them for like a year.
Yeah. Listen, Lashunta's on the burning archipelago felt similar psychic pressure. Wow, what am I saying? Listen, Lashunta's on the burning archipelago feels similar psychic pressure all the time, but never anywhere near that strong. Combine that with the portal going for a dip, she just kind of like cringes a little bit as she's thinking about what that could possibly mean. And it's in my professional opinion that things have just gotten deeply weird. We need everyone to know about this.
Deeply.
I love you,
Things are
paizo.
deeply weird.
Using huge words to describe a mosaic.
and then
Yeah.
deeply weird.
It's deeply weird. Yo, this is deeply weird.
We need everyone to know about this, which is why I'm going to be on your ship when you leave in, say, 10 minutes. And you're going to tell me how many organs I have to sell to pay for the privilege. Deal?
Well, you can't sound
Wait.
Oregon.
No.
Organs. How many organs I have to sell to pay for the
sorry.
privilege?
Sorry, we banned the selling of
So-
organs.
Wait, you just want to leave? Is that the plan? Like, you just want to leave, or you want us to go somewhere?
Are you asking to join our married band?
No, that's the question. Do you want to leave, or are you asking us to go take you to, like...
What are you hiring us for?
Yeah.
So
Escort mission?
I need to take data about what just happened to the Burning Archipelago.
So you need us to take
Escort
you
mission.
to the Burning Archipelago.
Again, I go into all of your brains going, fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Do we really want to get closer to the sun at this point?
Wait, where is the Burning Archipelago?
Is this all in your brain
Yes.
space?
No, I say this out loud.
It's in the mutiny chat room.
Where is the Burning Archipelago and what is that?
So the Burning, you know, you're like of the Burning Archipelago. It's a
Colony somewhere?
it's a colony basically
Not
in
on
the
the
sun.
Oh.
It was found, not created, and it's mostly occupied by like worshippers of Saren Ray and people who are studying like things related to that. It has like a method to protect itself from just being annihilated by the sun,
Sure.
but it's something that was found with it, right? So it's not like this is technology that's readily available. It's just like, oh, that's super cool. So that's kind of what the Burning Archipelago
How
is.
far away is it?
It's in the sun.
We're not far from
Like
the sun.
it's in the sun.
So the portal and the station were orbiting the sun.
Right.
The sun, the Burning Archipelago, is actually on the sun's surface.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I just didn't know if there were more than one sun.
No, there are, but this is all like
Once
localized to one sun. The
Gotcha.
one sun.
Cool. So
The solar system.
all right.
That's a good word.
I hate to say this, and I mean, like later I'll probably feel pretty bad about it. But this, if you're going to be joining us on our ship to go to the Burning Archipelago and we bring you there to tell them everything that happened, you are going to need to put that by Captain Eldazan.
Oh, take me to him. I'll gladly ask him myself.
If you could frame it in a way where like you praise him a little bit and then also like make it seem like we're going to get something really great out of it, that would be fantastic.
What would
money.
Let me put it this way. If you transfer each of us 1,000 credits right now, we will convince Elder Zan to take you to the Burning Archipelago.
I'm glad he's smart.
I don't have that much money.
How much money do
One,
you
two, three,
have?
four.
Then you're not getting
Five.
on the same ship.
You're not there.
No, I know, but I'm.
Oh no, it doesn't need
I'm
to be
deliberately,
five.
I'm deliberately
Five.
leaving out Elder Zan.
Split it
No, 4.
Just us.
4, not Zan.
I can spare. I think 300 credits
Each or total?
total.
Wait, each would have been.
So we should probably revisit this whole selling your organs thing.
Maybe.
But it's 300. Is this coming directly out of your pocket, or do you have some sort of a grant?
Surely you can dip into research funds.
These are my research funds. My department isn't enormous. Look, the most I can do is 500 credits, but that's
500 is fine.
all I have.
Let me ask you this.
Just cut it
What
out.
exactly do you research on the station?
You gonna make me fucking read
It's
those
the
words?
Oh, the magnetosphere. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, 500's fine.
To make
Yeah.
sure that
500 is fine.
125 for the 4 of us.
yeah,
It's not bad.
no, that's pretty good. On top of
It's
the, on
good.
top of the other
It's like fine, 500 will do.
Well, I'm you know, Jonas is on your team, right? Yeah.
So we know you're on our team.
Yeah.
All right, then
Jonas is good with screwing his character.
Yeah.
then here's the thing. Have you ever heard of Eldazan?
Who? No.
Okay,
Great.
but now you have.
Awesome, you're good.
Now you have, and here's what's going to happen. You're a big fan. You want
Okay.
to know everything about the light and these things. you know, there's on the Isabella archipelago, there are a lot of people there who know of Elder Zan and want to learn his teachings.
And that's if I do that and give you 500 credits, you'll take me to the Burning Archipelago.
We might have to do a little bit more finagling, but I think that will get us there.
Okay. Thank you. And she walks off. Like, she gives you a method to contact her when you're ready to leave.
Cool.
Now?
Or if you...
Now. I mean, I like...
You grab your suitcase, meet us at the ship. We are ready to leave as soon as possible.
Oh, okay.
So we simply tell Elder Zan that she's promised us payment upon arrival.
Yeah, and we don't say how much it is, and that there might be more if they like the research to bring.
Simply compensation.
Not me. I'm not going to say it.
Me neither?
Fine. As we walk back to...
No. Better yet, all of us just kind of go.
Yeah.
Why do you make me talk to him?
Because
He's very envious of you, right?
because I cannot.
That's the only thing he's envious of, so he appreciates talking to you. It's the only person he has to look up to.
Is that
I feel
literal
like
and
that's
physical?
so on brand for Zan.
You see, here's the thing. I can't talk to Elder Zan because every time I do, it ends up being just this weird sexual tension, and I don't think we're actually going to do anything, but...
I just, as soon as...
Elder Zan works, baby.
As soon as Boom Clap says that, I just turn and walk away.
I mean, you've got to feel it.
Morgan,
And
I'm trying not to. That's why I let him touch you.
On our way to
Morgan
the
just
ship, I
turns and
cast
looks
Charming Bay
at
on myself.
Boomcloud
Plus
and
it
says,
gives
I
me
think
a
it's
plus
'cause
one to
you're
charisma.
crotchable
Okay.
with him.
Does that come in handy?
And yet those pouches.
But you have no idea what I can keep in that.
So, you're all gonna...
I feel like all this goes over Morgan's head.
You're all gonna meet up on the ship.
Yes.
As you're the fuck, I forgot her name. God damn it.
Tayless.
They lost Solo? No.
Velocity.
Teres. Teres, yes.
So long.
Teres actually did have to go and grab.
Yeah, but I grab them to be like, no, we're ready now.
Yeah.
Go get your stuff and
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back immediately.
Yeah, so they go grab their thing, come back. It's just like a little a small computer with the data on it. And
So when we get back to the ship, because we get back to the ship a little bit before she does.
you do.
We have to talk Elder Zan into accepting the.
Elder Zan, who is sitting in the pilot's seat just waiting for you.
So
Good, here, sit down. We have to get out of here. We have to go now.
we have a job.
Did we get paid for the last one? Did you collect our payment for the last one?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Please.
It actually should already be in your account.
I check. Is it?
Yes.
Cool. Sweet.
I mean, we did steal it.
Yeah, cool.
And
okay. Tell me about this.
one of the researchers simply wants us to take us further into the Burning Archipelago. She's offered compensation upon arrival.
To the sun.
Yes.
You hear thud, thud, thud.
That
Ah,
must be
that's her now.
I'll
Good.
speak to her.
The quicker we can do this.
Is she a fan?
Yes.
As you say that, I telepathically link with the researcher.
Sure. Yeah.
They say our
It's just
captain
me,
is
it's that-
our captain is coming to greet you. Mention nothing of the payment.
Oh, hello, you must be Elder
you must be the
Zan.
one.
I've heard so much about you. My children love your work.
Do they now?
Yes.
Little disciples themselves, are they?
Certainly, that's what they call themselves to me all the time.
Wonderful. Wow. I would love to meet them too. You know, I'm starting a school for the younger generation. They are our future.
Oh
After
yes,
all.
they're
We must guide
clearly
them into
not
it.
here at
Yes.
the station, unfortunately, to
Oh,
meet
no?
you. But they,
Well, hey.
is anybody watching this interaction?
Yeah, no, I see this and I look at the three of you and I just go,
So if you're watching this interaction, you can see a small child like come around, and the researcher turns around and like, "Meh."
No. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's wonderful. Oh, look, hey, I was and that's three hands. I was hearing you want some us to escort you back home to.
I buckle my seatbelt. I'm in the piloting chair now, and I'm just I close that I close the door like behind the researcher, and I'm like, oh,
Have you let her walk in yet?
Yeah, I would like welcome her.
Oh,
and
okay,
have a
okay,
shoulder.
okay.
I'll start guiding
I'll
her. in.
follow.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry. Alexander, we really need to get going. Says the
Yes.
Yes, of course. Let me show you around.
No,
Thank you. No. They can. I mean,
keep talking. It's
course.
just like if we're docked from was
No, please, we need to run.
certain-
I
it's like
do
a
not
parking
want to
ticket,
be talking.
and then you know.
There's a docking
Yeah.
fee.
Yes.
There's a docking fee.
Stop that.
All right.
Please, get us out of here
Thruster's
immediately.
going, so everyone.
Brace yourself. This ship is
Undock.
amazing.
Oh, she sits down and like buckles up and
Oh no, we're walking. I'm taking you on a tour, but brace yourself on the wall.
No worries. No, I'm
I'm not-
piloting the ship.
Just gun it.
You don't have
I literally say it in your head, like gun it.
you don't have to
Make
you don't
Zan
have
look
to
like
be
an
buckled.
ass.
You don't have to
Make
be
Zan
buckled.
look like a complete ass. This guy.
No, it's less of making Zan look like an ass and more like let's like
Yeah.
make this.
Yeah, I get out of here. I
Get
start
the F
going
out.
to the archipelago, the burning archipelago.
So the burning archipelago is on the opposite side of the sun.
Cool.
And so you
Cool.
slowly
Cool.
traverse the perimeter of the sun, obviously keeping a reasonably safe distance
Yeah, I got it.
away from the sun. And as you reach,
It's weird. You get this weird suntan only on one side of your face.
Yeah, it's like those
It's
truckers.
tan.
Yeah, the trucker tan.
as you reach the burning archipelago, you can kind of
It's your arm, isn't it?
Yeah.
you can kind of see where you're supposed to go, and like you get to a certain point and you're transmitted instructions on how to navigate, and it's basically just like turn towards these coordinates, and you do, and it's just you're pointing at the sun, and you're just like,
No, this is definitely unsettling.
and then it like gives you like min and max speeds and stuff like that, and you put all that stuff in, you start going, and you're getting really close to the sun, and like it's getting a little bit hot, and then like right when your brain's about to like reflexively just be like nope, you see a shimmer of light appear from the sun itself and engulf your ship.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
The heat dissipates.
Oh, but at least
And
we
you-
won't die from.
Not from heat. And then it crunches you into a small cube.
Oh, good. At least I was cold.
The heat
Time
dissipates.
dilates.
And as the light that engulfs you is sort of like a tunnel. Like you are on one side of it, but there is a corridor for you to travel down. And so you continue down the corridor as you approach the burning archipelago. And that's where we're going to end for today.
Ooh,
Okay.
question.
Answer.
We level.
Yes.
7.
Yay!
You will.
No,
Hey. 2. You're a level 2, not
Level
4.
8.
Wait.
Thank you so much.
2.
This is
not
4. Yeah, this is 8.
Again, if you
This is
level past 2, I will have prepared the like equivalent of scaling up with your level, but double.
And then some. Yeah.
Okay, so you're
And
telling us
so-
to go back level 20 so we can fight level or CR 40 things in space.
yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
yeah, or many
least that'll be-
CR20.
What does
At
it
least that'll
matter?
be
I'm
interesting.
gonna miss every time.
Also, all of your D20 rolls will be made with D4s. Hey, that was the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out. We've been QueueTimes. We really appreciate you guys watching. If you're on YouTube, thank you very much for watching on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube and you're on Twitch, why don't you head over to our YouTube channel to this. That's youtube.com/QueueTimesMain. It's a really fun place to be.
I would just like to say it's www.youtube/QueueTimesMain. I don't know why your volume went down.
youtube.com/QueueTimesMain.
Oh yeah, that's how we gotta. Everyone's outros gotta be like this.
Hey, oh, right. I'm Krug. If you want to talk to me on Twitter, you can talk to me at KrugQT. If you want to talk to QueueTimes on Twitter, which is an autonomous AI that lives in a server that we made somewhere, you can talk to QueueTimes at _QueueTimes on Twitter. Next.
I have been Jonas Newhouse playing the horrible Elder Zan. You can talk to me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. If you want to talk to Elder Zan, don't talk to me.
What if they want to save Elder Zan?
Don't talk to me. He's so
Elder
far
Zan
gone.
is- yeah. Hi, I'm Katie. I am also a streamer here on Twitch, Katie_Mc80, along with my Instagram where I do some art and a bunch of other stuff, and hopefully you guys come watch me play video games and do art.
You may say I'm a streamer. I'm.
I can't follow that up.
Yes, I'm William. I was playing Boom Clap. Great, thank you. When someone did, when Indigo did the Boom Clap, I was hoping someone would just say my name or something.
I just thought
I was
was gonna
unconscious,
come
so
to
I
the
couldn't
ask
do it because I don't
for-
metagame. Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite, but you can also find me here every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I run a show for QueueTimes called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is an actual play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. If you don't know what Kids on Bikes is, it is a system that we use to play, and it is a tabletop game. And if D&D is Lord of the Rings, then Kids on Bikes is Stranger Things. Or like if Starfinder is Star Wars, then Kids on Bikes is Stranger Things. It's very fun. It's a continuous campaign, so we are on episode 18. The next one is going to be 18 or 19.
19, I think.
You guys are really good at counting on that show.
Yeah, we're so good at counting. So check that out. It's a lot of fun. And Jonas is on that as well.
Yes.
As well as some other people who are really
I
great.
play a nicer character.
And I would like to say, even though they're on episode 18, right? Feel free to come in at any time because I don't think it ruins anything that's happened before. Like, even if you give away what's happened, the interaction of watching you guys perform is different than like, oh yeah, you know the end of the movie, but you didn't watch the movie. It's a very different experience. And like a lot of like, if you want to get into a stream, just like hop in, see what's live, talk to the community, talk to the people who are there, and if it's something you like and it's something you enjoy, like. The playlists are there.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to start at one.
Yeah, if it is something you like and something you enjoy, then the playlist is there. In fact, on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, it is in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars, and you can also find that playlist at bit.ly/handlestream, capital H, capital S, which are also the Instagram and Twitter for Hijinks and Handlebars, which is at handlestream. Doesn't matter if those are capitalized because that's not case sensitive.
Nice.
I've been Alex, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Alex_not_Brian.
Boom.
I'm Indigo. You can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT. So after Starfinder, so we've got one more session of this. I mentioned it last week, and I was a damn dirty liar of what we were going to be doing. So afterwards, we're going to be doing 2 sessions of a game that just hit Kickstarter this week by Evil Hat Productions called Fate of Cthulhu, which is their twist on the Cthulhu mythos and how it works. If Kids on Bikes is Stranger Things.
He just died.
Yeah, what is it?
Thank you for watching. We'll
No,
see
hold
you
on.
next
What is it?
Then Fate of Cthulhu is Terminator.
What?
Oh,
What?
Interesting.
That's not what I was
I
expecting you to
didn't
say.
expect
Okay.
that
I was
one.
expecting you to say Krampus.
No, it's the premise behind it is that you are a person from the year 2038 and you go back in time
Right.
because the elder gods have already taken over in your timeline,
Oh, it is
and you
really
go
weird.
back in time.
It just sounds like Cabin in the Woods madness.
I mean, Terminator, same thing.
Well, who goes back in time in Cabin in the Woods?
No, no one goes back in time, but they're trying to appease the gods.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, you're not trying to appease them; you're trying to destroy them. So yeah, we're going to be doing 2 sessions of that. We're still finishing up the cast list, but we'll have that out very, very soon. And yeah, that's everything for me. So
Sweet. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Stand by.
I can stop the stream by
Maybe
myself.
I'll hit something.